we're back. Paul Sanders and Doc Weirden back with you from Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium at Sparrow Financial Field in Anderson, South Carolina. We're all set for the inaugural kickoff for Anderson University. Making history today with our Trojans are the St. Andrews University Knights, a branch of Weber International University located in Laurinburg, North Carolina. The Knights are affiliated with the National Association of Intercollegiate Athletics, that's NAIA. They're members of the Appalachian Athletic Conference. They are the first football team to take the field against our Trojans. The Knights, they are led by head ball coach Robert Curtin. Well, friends, the dreaming is over. The preparation is over. The anticipation is over. The waiting is over. Anderson Trojan football is here, and we're ready to kick off. It is football time in Anderson University. There's the Trojans coming on the field, Doc Weirden. Yeah, we're seeing history. Trojans make their way onto the field. If you're tuning in on Flow Sports or 105.1 The Spirit in Anderson, South Carolina, welcome to Sparrow Financial Field at Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium for the first football game in Anderson University history.
Packed house here today and warm skies. Great day to watch a football game.
Yeah,
Paul.
We're about mid-80s. It's standing room only. Last I had heard, they had sold close to 6,000 tickets. That number has probably grown here by game time today. We're looking at the stands. There's not a lot of places. Maybe you can squeeze in there. There's people standing all around the fence. We've got a visitor stand that's predominantly filled up. We've got a band filling the gaps. Students excited. Just loaded for bear here on game day for Trojan football.
Pretty exciting for this community. Pretty exciting just to be part of this. So many moving pieces. So much work has been done to get to this point right here.
All right, we got captains on the field, Doc Weirden, for the Knights. Looks like number 6, Nigel Pierce. Number 62, Nick Hendrick. Number 8, Lavarius Heath Lewis. I think that's a 26, Jarvis Dudley. For our Anderson Trojans, your first captains to come on the field. Let's see here. We have number 4. Let's get the number. Ryan Richardson. He's a defensive end. Number 1. Oh, you got that on
Jawan Lyons.
Jawan Lyons. Number 3, that's Carter Witt. And number 7 is Tyler Wesley. So they're tipping it off here. What do we got? Looks like the call. Ref's about to call it here. Anderson's won the toss. They're going to take the ball. Anderson will receive. Here we go. Offense will be coming on the field. Steve, we ready for this? My goodness. A lot of anticipation for this day. Anderson's going to start it off on offense. Listed as their returners. We'll see if they go back here in a minute. We're going to have number 5. He's a wide receiver, Jalen Warthen Carr. He's a 5'9", 195 Stetson transfer out of Macon, Georgia. And could be back with him, number 3, Kenneth Brown, another wide receiver. Kenneth Brown out of Myrtle Beach High School in South Carolina, 6 foot, 170. Trojans return team about to go on the field. Knights are gathered in the end zone. It's on our west side. Trojans setting up on return. Actually, looks like number 2, Mons Campbell, is going to go back deep for the Trojans, along with number 5. I believe that's who I said a moment ago, Jalen Warthen Carr. Waiting for the Knights to get the kickoff team on the field here. They're on the sideline sending out the kickoff team. If you're tuning in with us on 105.1 The Spirit, welcome to Sparrow Financial Field at Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium for this first football game in the history of Anderson University. Visiting today is the St. Andrews Knights. They are out of Laurinburg, North Carolina. NAIA team lost a week ago to Erskine. This is game 2 for them, game 1 for us. They're setting up the kickoff team, listed for kickoff for the Knights, number 89, Raphael Lewis. We're about to play football in Anderson, South Carolina, Doc Weirden.
The last of the fans are filing in the stadium. Looks like everybody's ready to go.
Man, you just know the players, the relief of kicking this football off, the relief of hitting somebody that's not your own teammate. They've been waiting for this moment. So have we, and we're off. Kick is going to be received around the 30-yard line. That's a short kick, and we're up over the 40 to 45. That's number 17 on the return, Wesley Beckett. He's a tight end. Beckett, a junior, 5'10". He's a transfer out of Owing Mills High School, and he is a transfer to us. Good to have some veterans sprinkled in.
And here we go. Tyler Wesley leading the offense out on the field for the first snap. First offensive snap for Anderson University football.
Tyler Wesley is number 7. Bryson James, I believe that's the running back in the backfield with him. Wesley awaits a snap, and he's looking to throw. He's dropping back, and he's going down the field. And 10, He's got number 3 out there. Couldn't quite get it. Just overthrown. Oh, to Kenneth Brown. Wow. Boy, Doc Weirden, he had him on play 1.
That was so close to being quite a play.
We almost had first play for a touchdown here in Anderson, but it didn't go that way. Ball's overthrown. It'll be 2nd down and 10. Ball is set up at the 45-yard line on the right hash for your Trojans. That big O-line is setting them up. Your center, number 51, Austin Head. Guards, 52, Cam Johnson, 73, Steckler. We'll get to the tackles in a minute. Wesley awaits a snap. He's got it. Now he's going to give it off. I believe that's Bryson James. He's gashing him up the middle. James at the 40. James at the 35. First down plus 20-yard run. I think it's a 20-yard run for James. Bryson James on the first carry of the season, first carry in history. He's a 5'9", 180-pound Clinton High School product out of Cross Hill, South Carolina. 1st and 10. Ball's on the right hash. Anderson setting them up. Wesley getting them set. Ball's at the 35 of the Knights. He calls for the snap. He's going to give it again. This is James. James looking for a seam. James gets up over the 35, inside the 35. Going to be taken down at the 33-yard line. Looked like number 95 in on that tackle for the St. Andrews. That's O'Neal Anderson for the Knights. All right, so 2nd down and 8. We've got 2 receivers right. That's Kenneth Brown and number 5, Warthen Carr. We're motioning out. That's going to number 2, Mons Campbell. Mons Campbell cuts it up on a little bit of a jet pass. He's going to get another first down for the Trojans. Crosses the 25 to about the 24-yard line.
Moving the chains and keeping a pretty fast tempo, keeping the defense on their feet.
Looked like number 8, Lavarius Heath Lewis, was in on that tackle. All right, so we're calling signals in. You know, Division I, they got microphones in the quarterback's helmet. We're not there yet. We're getting the signals from the sideline. Wesley's got it. He's now lining up the big boys up front, waiting the snap. Calling for it now. He got Mons Campbell in the backfield, number 2. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Here he goes. Wesley digs out. Bootleg action, throws just scooped up there. That's number 17. That's your tight end. Trojans in the end zone. Touchdown. Tyler Wesley throws it to Wesley Beckett, the tight end, who makes a great dive at the end across the goal line. And we have our first touchdown in Anderson University history with 12:51 to go in the first quarter.
Well, just like you draw it up, I'm not sure how much better this drive could have gone. Pretty nice.
It'd been nice to hit that first one, but you know what? We'll take it. 3 or 4 plays later, we're in the end zone. We're setting up to kick the extra point. Kicking is number 38, Ross Burnett. Burnett, a 6', 205 freshman out of Raleigh, North Carolina, played at Wake Christian Academy. He awaits the snap, the hold. The kick is up. Kick is good. So with 12:51 to go in the quarter, your Trojans score on their first possession in school history. They got 7. The Knights got 0. Good start, Doc Weirden.
Pretty good start. I bet the offensive coaches feel pretty good about that, pretty relieved, all that practice. Pretty good execution on that first drive.
Yeah, I think we have an offense coordinator in the booth next to us, and you got to be pleased. Basically everything you called worked. Even your incomplete on the first play for scrimmage, it was ours to be 6. But really, it really opens up the playbook. It lets you feel like, hey, we can get our guys live bullets. We can execute our offense. We can throw it around the field. We can run the ball. A lot of confidence should be gained by your Trojans on that.
You know, first game of the season, you're expecting false starts. You're expecting mistakes. That was pretty clean.
Very clean. You're right. That's right. That's the number 38 again, Ross Burnett. He just hit the extra point. He's teeing it up to kick off. Let's see who we got back deep. If we can make out a number, we'll tell you. I'm not sure I can. We got number 38, Burnett, about to kick it off. You got some guys out there. Here goes their first rep. Let's see what they do. Ball is off, and that's going to be received down there in the end zone. He's going to come out with it up over the 10, number 2. He's at the 15. There's a host of Trojans there on the sideline. Gets him out of bounds around the 18. That was number 2, Anthony Robinson, wide receiver out of Sanford, North Carolina, on the return.
Good coverage on that kick. Had him pretty well contained.
All right, we're coming out on defense. We'll give you. We didn't get through much of our roster on offense, so we'll get back to it next drive. But nose guard Hezzy Kennard, number 96. Your tackles or DNs actually, number 4 Ryan Richardson, number 47 Colton Smith. You got some linebackers outside, Cade Evanson, number 24, Chase Brightheart, number 12, and Anderson setting them up on defense. You got your corners, Darian Perry, number 6, number 21, Jalil Rivas-Dix, and your safeties in the back, Carter Witt and Caleb Gleason. And so here we go. St. Andrew snaps it, throws it to the sideline. But there's nowhere to go. It's a tackle for loss on the first play. We've got, I heard his name would be coming up a lot. Number 24, Cade Evanson. He's leading the way on that tackle, Doc Weirden. Good play for the defense, setting up second down and 13.
21, Jalil Rivas-Dix was also in on that tackle.
Well done, Jalil.
Good group effort there on that first play.
All right, defense getting the call from the sideline. St. Andrews Knight led by quarterback number 7, Dylan O'Banks. And he's, it's actually, I got a different number on it. Number 4 gets under center. They're running a wing T. Number 4 is going to keep it. We'll get a name on him in a minute. That is listed as Kendrick Patterson. He's a junior, 6'1". Don't know where he's from, but Kendrick Patterson does the honors.
Jared Woods on the tackle.
He got him about 5. It's going to bring up third down and 8. Good play by Woods from his linebacker position. So Kendrick Patterson at quarterback. He's setting them up. He's in shotgun now. They're spread. 2 receivers left, 2 right. We're running from the right hash. Patterson wastes a snap. He fakes it to his running back, and then he keeps it, and everybody's there. That defensive front, led by number 41, it looks like was in there.
3 Trojans in on a tackle there.
Just the box was there. It looked like a little bit of a read play, and I don't know that either read would have worked. Trojan defense was all over it. He got to the line of scrimmage maybe. It's 4th down and 8, so we're going to see the punter come out. Listed there to punt on special teams for the Knights is Bryce McKenzie, and that is who's back. Going back deep.
High snap.
Carter Witt's back deep.
Punter had to take off with the ball. Doesn't look good for him.
Oh, my goodness. Trojans are going to take over on offense at the 20. Miscue. Was it a miscue, Doc? I missed that.
High snap.
Miscue on the snap.
He took off.
He had to do what he could. He might have got a yard. And so it's a turnover on downs. And the Trojans are set up. First down, they're right at the red zone mark at the 20-yard line. Here they come out on offense again.
So, again, clean defense. We had good special teams on the kick and on the punt coverage. Good pursuit. Just really good. Everything's looking good from where we're looking at.
Big O-line setting them up. Tyler Wesley, he's got him on the right hash. Ball's at the 20. Bryson James in the backfield. James is going to get the carry, crosses the line of scrimmage, might have got a yard. It'll be 2nd and 9. Let me give you the rest of those bigs up front. Cameron Burris at your left tackle. Number 77, Caleb Carter. Carter is a Mercer University transfer. And then at your receivers on the boundary, number 11, Bray Simons. At your slot, number 5, Jalen Warthen Carr. At your tight end, Wesley Beckett. Him or Dylan Manders will be doing the honors there. And on the other boundary, Kenneth Brown, number 3. He's already seen some action here. So Wesley setting us up. We're 2nd and 9. Ball's on the right hash. 19-yard line. Bryson in the backfield. Wesley, he's going to give it to Bryson again. Bryson's looking to get behind that big line, but boy, oh boy, nothing doing from the defensive front. Number 96. He just made a great play there for your defense. And their numbers have changed. I don't know if that's O'Neal Patterson. O'Neal Anderson out of Florence, South Carolina makes the tackle.
3rd and 8 now at the 18. Be interesting to see how they call this next play.
All right, 3rd and 8. You're in the red zone. 2 runs stuffed. 3 receivers left, 1 right. Bryson in the backfield. Wesley, he keeps it. It looks like a quarterback draw, and that's going nowhere. The Knights D line having nothing, none of that. Number 92, that's C.J. Simpson, along with O'Neal Anderson again. And that's a tackle for loss. And Doc Weird, and just like that, we're still on our 20. It's 4th down. We're on the right hash. We're bringing out the field goal unit.
Ross Burnett coming to kick this field goal. Looks like about
It's a 37-yarder. Holder is at the 27. Your holder's Tristan Lyon, number 46. We got whistles, ref stepping in here. So your long snapper, Carter Owen, your holder, Tristan Lyon, and Ross Burnett will be kicking. He's going to be kicking a little further. We got to delay a game on the Trojans, so one of those things you expect in game one. We're now seeing it at the 8:33 mark of the first quarter. So we're going to back it up 5, and the spot's going to be at the 32. This will be a 42-yard attempt. Burnett awaits a snap. He's got his hold down. Burnett's kick is up. I don't know. It's going to be wide left. It was a little bit of a line drive, and he's going to miss it wide left. And so second possession turns us up for 0 points. At the 8:30 mark of the first quarter, Anderson has a 7-0 lead. But, boy, if you're the Knights, you got to feel pretty good about yourself.
Oh, yeah.
You gave the ball up on your 20. You turned us over back at the 25. You're coming back on offense. So a Knights team in need of a little bit of confidence might have just got a little help from the Trojans there.
Yeah, they're going to get another chance here on offense.
All right, we got a media timeout. All right, we're back here in Anderson University in Anderson, South Carolina, at Sparrow Financial Field, Dolly and Melvin Yount Stadium. If you're joining us online or on the radio with 105.1 The Spirit, we welcome you. If you're on Flow Sports, we're glad you're tuning in. With 8:30 to go in the first quarter, Anderson has 7. The St. Andrews Knights have 0. They're coming up from Laurinburg, North Carolina. And the Saints will take over for their second possession on offense. And they'll be lining up. They run a couple different formations. Some wing T, little old school Doc Weirden. Some spread. Right now they're in the wing T. That's number 4, Patterson, Kendrick Patterson. He is the quarterback. He's going to give straight ahead. I believe that's number 26 is what I want to say. Jarvis Dudley gets the call.
Got a yard or two on that play.
Is that what he got?
Yeah.
So Dudley moves it almost 3 yards. Second down and 7. Knight setting up in the wing T. We got some movement on the front. Flags coming in. That looks like that's going to be on the receiver there, set off the line of scrimmage.
False start.
So that's going to back them up 5. So you get 3, you lose 5. You're going to be facing second down and 12, or the Knights. Second and 12, Knights are coming out, staying in the wing formation. Our defense is set up. Three defensive men up front. We've got some linebackers setting the edge a little bit, in and out. Kind of 3 linebackers across the front, corners, safeties. Knights looking to the sideline, trying to get the call in. Not sure what our play clock's at. But they go fast. I think they try to catch us off guard a little bit. I think that's the quarterback again, Patterson. He's going to bang forward for maybe 3. Up over the 25 to the 27-yard line. I think that's going to move it down to 3rd and 8. No, they're bringing the spot back to the 26-yard line. He did get 3 on that carry. 3rd down and 9 for the Knights. D-line still looking for the call from the sideline. They're getting it. Knights are kind of look like they're playing musical chairs up there on the offensive line. They're out of the wing T. Patterson at quarterback. Now
looks like they're calling a timeout.
Officials coming in, and I think that's going to be a timeout for the Knights.
Their first timeout of the game.
So 3rd down and 9. Not sure what the Knights have.
9.
Not sure what the Knights have throwing wise, but they're definitely for a wing T offense. They are behind the chains. This is not where you want to be if you're a wing T offense facing 3rd down and 9. But maybe they got something special we don't know about. They'll be setting us up here in a minute. Again, if you're tuning in on Flow Sports, welcome. Welcome to Sparrow Financial Field at Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium. This is Anderson, South Carolina, the first official football game for the Anderson Trojans, a Division II program. Boy, oh boy, it's a beautiful set here. We probably have over 6,000 fans. The number's probably growing. I know they had sold close to 6,000 tickets. It's standing room only. We got people around the fence. We got a visitor side that is mostly full over there as well. With Trojans, a lot of gold and black, Doc Weirden. I don't think there's a lot of blue and white in those stands. A lot of gold and black. So gold and black everywhere. It's Anderson Trojan football. It's the first game in history. The defense ready to show out on 3rd down and 9. The Knights scrambling around on that O-line. Defensive front is 3. They got 3 receivers wide. They're coming out of the wing T. This is what you do, I guess. You go to a spread. More modern offense. Patterson takes a snap. He fires right. He's got number 13 at the 25. He's looking for room. Makes a little bit of a move and then bang down. No, 0 got in there. Jared Woods along with Josiah Jeffrey. Just nothing doing. There were other guys in on it
also,
too.
Also 24, Cade Evanson.
Well, Cade Evanson, you're gonna hear his name a good bit. So it's 4th down and 6. Knights in it on the punt team. First time that did not go well. A miscue snap gave us the ball at the 20, but we could not do anything with it. And we've got 6:18 and ticking down here in the first quarter. Trojans are up 7-0. This punt from the right hash. Back to kick it, Bryce McKenzie. I think we've got Carter Witt, number 3. He's our safety back to return the punt. This time the punt's off. We got a fair catch call right around the 35-yard line. That's Carter Witt does the honors. And so with 5:57 to go in the first quarter, Anderson will begin their 3rd possession on offense, actually back at our own 34-yard line. So well done defense. That defense, of course, is led by Brett Hickman. He's your defensive coordinator. Also on the defensive side of ball coaching is Malik Chevry, Caleb Fuller, A.J. Jones, Matthew Martin, Michael McGee, Jackson Stewart, strength and conditioning. But the offense coming out on the field now, and Tyler Wesley setting them up. We're in a spread. 2 receivers right, 1 left. You've got Mons Campbell in the backfield. Wesley calls for the snap. He fakes it to Mons. He gets it out 5 to Warthen Carr. Warthen Carr's over the 40, over the 45, up to the midfield, crosses midfield, maybe to the 49, 48-yard line.
Good play there, spreading out the defense laterally. Nice execution.
Well, from the 20, Doc Weirden, we went 3 runs, and they stuffed us. After we had success on our first drive running the ball, they stuffed us. And now we come out throwing, and we're at midfield. Wesley awaits for the snap. He's got Mons Campbell in the backfield. That's going to go to Mons. Mons at the 45. Mons close to another first down. Good push by the O-line. Good seam opened up, and Mons Campbell, number 2 for our Trojans, gets us down close to another first down near the 40-yard line of the Knights.
2nd and 1. This offense is clicking. Moving fast. Good tempo.
Yeah, I like that. Let's move a little fast. This team doesn't have a lot of depth. Let's get them tired. Let's mix it up. Let's run it. Let's throw it. Wesley on 2nd and short. He's going to take a shot. He's going to take a shot down the middle of the field. He's looking for number 3. There's a bump on the play. I don't see a flag.
There was definitely some contact there.
There was some contact as he was coming to the end zone there. Number 3, Kenneth Brown. The defender was step for step. He closed the gap there late, but there was a bang of the body, but evidently our official didn't notice that. So we're going to be facing now 3rd down, but it's a short way to go. I like the call.
I like it too.
That's Seth Strickland calling plays. He's up here in the box, those offensive coordinator. I like the call. You take a shot on 2nd and short. Now you come back around 3rd and short. Wesley awaits the snap. He takes it. He's going to give to Mons Campbell. They're going to depend on that line. Mons makes a man miss, gets outside, and he's going to get the first down just inside the 40 to the 38-yard line, 1st and 10 Trojans.
These deep shots gives the defense that much more to worry about. The offense is confident in taking these shots, and it's just opening things up, making the running game work a lot better for sure.
Yes, it is. Currently at your receivers, we got 3 left. That's number 11, Bray Simmons. 5, Warthen Carr is the inside slot, and in the middle of them is your tight end. I think that's Dylan Manders. Wesley awaits the snap. He's going to fake out to Mons Campbell. He's going to hit Warthen Carr on a little slip route. Oh, great move by Warthen Carr. And he crosses the 35 to about the 33-yard line, taken out of bounds by number 8 for the Knights. That's their safety, Lavarasu Heath Lewis, making the stop. Second down and 5 for your Trojans. Wesley setting them up. 3 receivers right this time. Wesley calling for it. He's going to take the snap from the left hash. He's going to give to Mons Campbell again. Mons Campbell up over the 30, inside the 25, 20 down the sideline. He's at the 10, 5. Did he step out? Did he step out? Did he step out?
Touchdown.
Trojans in the end zone. Trojans in the end zone. Mons Campbell, was it 38 yards? Got down the sideline weird, and I don't know how they didn't get him out of bounds. He kept his balance and just tight-roped it, probably the last 10, 12 yards into the end zone. Big play. Touchdown. Monzel Campbell. He's a 5'11", 180 West Brunswick High School product, redshirt freshman out of Lake Walkamaw, North Carolina. Burnett is going to do the honors on the extra point. The hold, the kick. And it is good. And with 3:14 to go in the first quarter, Trojans scored on first drive. Didn't get it done on the second, but on the third drive, we're in the end zone again, and we got a 14-0 lead.
Not too shabby, 2 out of 3. And the 2 look really smooth. Boy, I'm impressed with some of these players on the offensive side of the field. We got some speed We got discipline. We got execution. It's looking really nice.
Burnett's going to set us up. We'll be kicking off from the 35-yard line. Or check that. Is that number 53? That's actually Addison Nichols. Number 53, Addison Nichols, is going to do the honors on kickoff. He's a 5'7", 190 Abbeville High School from Abbeville, South Carolina product, and he's teeing it up at the 35. He wants to kick it from the left hash. And we've got a couple of Knights back deep. Let me know if you get a number. I'm not quite sure who that is.
1 and possibly 2.
That's Juwan Lyons and Anthony Robinson, if that's the case. Back deep for the Knights. Nichols. He kicks it. It's a pretty one. That's going to get over the returner's head. That's going to go in the end zone. They're going to let it die there. It'll be a touchback. And that ball be brought out. Are we doing the 25? I'm not sure in NCAA. We'll see where they spot it. I think it's going to be the 25-yard line. Check that. 20-yard line.
25.
No, our PA guy just corrected the referees. Good job, Mike Vaughn in the booth, correcting our officials. The spot will be at the 25-yard line, and the Knights will set it up there. Trojan defense, they've not given a first down up yet. No penalties to speak of on defense, I don't believe. And the Knights are going to be in that wishbone. Patterson under center. Number 1 goes in motion. He's going to give it straight ahead to 26. That's the big man, Jarvis Dudley. He's 5'8", 240. He's not a tall glass of water, but boy, is he a load. And he bangs forward. Not a bad first down run, about close to 3 yards. It's going to give them 2nd down and 7. 2:50 to go, first quarter.
There has not been much success for St. Andrews running between the tackles, but it looks like they're going to keep banging away at it.
They've thrown it twice. Both have been lateral, or really lateral passes to the sideline. Patterson's going to set him up in shotgun, 2 wings, 1 going in motion. He's going to give again. He's going to be Dudley again. They're trying to bang it ahead, see if they can catch us sleeping. We're not. Defensive front. I mean, we got D linemen in there. We got linebackers in there. We got safeties in there. I mean, it's a roll call to the ball, Doc Weirden.
Yeah, they're going to have to change it up here. If they keep doing this, it's going to be a long day for them.
3rd down and 6. Knights in the huddle. You don't see that as much in college football today, coming out of the huddle. You know, we're calling signals in from the sideline. A lot of teams are doing that. But Knights are coming out of the huddle. They're in shotgun. They got 2 wing backs, 1 running back set behind. That's Dudley behind Patterson. Patterson takes the snap. He's actually looking downfield. He's got a man at the chain. That man makes a grab, and he's going to get a first down. That's number 18 with a reception. Devon Roche, a senior. He's a 6'4". He's a tall guy out of Wilson, North Carolina. There is a flag on the play. Oh, we're going to. Well, the Lord's being good to us here. We got a hold on the Knights, so that first down will be negated. I thought we had given up our first down. I'd love us to delay that a little bit longer, and that penalty may give us a shot at that. Backs them up to the 19-yard line. Ball's on the left hash. Is 3rd down, and it's going to be 16 yards to get a first down. You know, that wasn't bad. He had a lot of cushion over there. It was about a 10-yard pass downfield. I don't know that I was expecting that, what we've seen so far.
Yeah, I think they have some devices up here in the booth hearing what I was saying, but
you radioing in. Don't help the Knights out there, Doc Weird, and we want to keep that stuff over here on the Trojan side. It's 3rd down. Patterson sets him up. He's in shotgun. He's got 1 running back left, 1 receiver left side. Running back number 11 goes in motion. Now they're in empty formation. 3 receivers right, 2 left. Going empty, firing downfield. He fires over the middle. That's number 1, caught, hit by Carter Witt. Number 3, he's one of the permanent captains on this team. He's a redshirt freshman that came in a year ago, and his teammates voted him as one of those captains. That is Carter Witt doing the honors. He's a 6', 170-pound product out of Johns Creek, Georgia, played at Centennial High School. Great young man. I've had the pleasure of meeting him, and Carter Witt gets us off the field.
Yeah, he really stood out in the spring practices. Just one of the players you knew was going to be special this year, and he's showing it already this first game.
Yeah, that pass might have got him a half a yard. It's still 4th and 15. Call it 4th and 16. Carter Witt's back deep to receive the punt, and number 15 gets it off. And it's a good punt. I mean, he gets some height on it.
They had another
down.
High snap and
Handled a high snap.
The punter had to kind of do a fake punt, pump fake punt, and actually got off half a decent punt on the second try.
Bryce McKenzie making an athletic play as a freshman, 5'10", 190. Athletic play for the kid, and actually it could have been worse for the Knights. They got us back to our 39-yard line, and that's where our offense will take the field. Tyler Wesley leading the charge here. 1st down and 10. Ball's on the right hash. We've got 1:08 to go first quarter. 14-0 Trojans on top of the Knights of St. Andrews. 2 receivers left. We've got a tight end set up at the slot. We've got a receiver right side. We've got Wesley digging out. He's going to fire over here. That's number 3, Brown. Brown is going to be up close to the first down. He probably picked up about 8. But just a little play action. Freeze your linebackers a little bit. Get it out there to number 3. That's our guy, Mr. Brown, Kenneth Brown out of Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. And Brown's going right side along with Bray Simons, and number 17, your tight end's going to split out. That's Wesley Beckett. We've got a running back and a tight end with a hand on the ground on our left side as well. I believe that's Dylan Manders. Wesley digs it out. He's going to give it. And that's number 0 up over the 40, 35, 30. He's at the 20, 15, 10, 5. Trojans in the end zone.
But we do
Touchdown, Anderson.
A flag on the field that might be
coming back. Say it ain't so, Doc Weirden. Flag is down around the St. Andrews 43-yard line. That was number 0. I have him listed here in our running back group, J.B. Shea Jr. He's a 5'10", 195-pound redshirt junior, played at Presbyterian. That's where he transferred to us from. He's from Polk County, Florida, played at Discovery High School, but the PC transfer just took that ball 60, I believe it was 60, well.
The call was holding.
About 52 yards, but the hold's going to bring it back. I don't know, is that our second penalty on offense?
I think that is.
But that's a touchdown killer right there. Instead of having 20 on the board, we're still at 14. And number 5 checking in for Manders. Number 5, Warthen Carr coming back in. A little more light receiver set here, leaving 1 tight end. That's Wesley Beckett staying in at tight end. So Tyler Wesley, the hold leaves us at 2nd and 2 from where it was a spot penalty. So 2nd down and short. Wesley, he's going to fake it this time. He's going to try to get outside, and you know, there's guys all over him, but Tyler Wesley makes a strong play and turns upfield and may have gotten the first down.
There wasn't much there, but he made it happen. Beautiful cut, and that's going to be the last play on this first quarter. Wow. First quarter's in the books. Pretty good.
And they're moving the chain. So we're at the end of the first quarter. It's a historic day in Anderson, South Carolina, the first football game for the Anderson University Trojans. And after 1 quarter, the Trojans lead the Knights of St. Andrews 14-0. Well, Doc Weirden, so far so good. If you're tuning in on 105.1 The Spirit, we welcome you to Sparrow Financial Field.
Well, if you're the coaching staff, what are you yelling at your players about after this first quarter? Are you in their grill? Are you fussing at them?
Listen, we're trying to call a game. They're looking at details we're not seeing. I'm sure they're in their ear with plenty of things to say. I couldn't necessarily tell you what it is right now because we scored on 2 or 3 drives. We just had 1 called back, but we moved the chains, and so things are looking pretty good. Both sides of the ball. Defense has not given up a first down after a quarter of play. Again, if you're joining us, welcome to Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium at Sparrow Financial Field. History's being made. This is Paul Sanders alongside my colleague, Dr. Steve Weirden, bringing you the first historic broadcast of Anderson Trojan football. Second quarter is about underway. So we're turning the side of the field, going towards that beautiful going towards that beautiful football operations center. Ball's marked at the 49-yard line. Anderson coming out on offense. The ball's marked left hash, 49-yard line. First down and 10. Wesley's your quarterback. Running back to his right. Wesley's going to roll out. He's looking downfield. Second level. Did he get it up? He bounced it to him. So
incomplete.
Pass is underthrown. We're making an argument that we called it there. That's number 5, Warthen Carr, but referee saying, sorry, buddy. We're going to be put back at second down and 10 from the 49. Just underthrown there. He had his man in the flats open at the second level. Just didn't quite get it there.
Riley looks good rolling out, has good mobility.
You know, interesting enough, I know Warthen Carr was arguing for a look. Well, they do have replay, Division II.
Okay.
We'll talk about that in a minute. But Wesley is in shotgun, and he digs it out. He's going to give this time. That's number 0. He's the one who broke the long run earlier. He's got something along the sideline. He's at the 30. Down the sideline at the 20. Knocked out of bounds there. Again,
Beautiful.
That's number 0, J.B. Shea Jr.
Beautiful block by Tyler. The quarterback came and put a hit on one of the defenders and opened up that run.
Well, the Trojan offense cooking back close to the 20. There, last time we were there, it didn't work out well for us. We'll see if we can do a little better in the red zone this time. First down and 10. Ball's on the left hash. We're at the 20-yard line, and that looks like Shea is staying in the background. Wesley awaits a snap. Got 2 receivers right. He's going to keep it. Wesley's headed for the sideline. Runs out of bounds. Picks up about 5. Gets us down to the 15-yard line. Again, just a read option look. And Wesley liked what he saw on the edge. It was the right call. There was no contain there. Gets us 5. Second down and 5. Wesley is at quarterback. That is number 0, J.B. Shea Jr. That's your running back. Wesley waits for it, gets the snap. He's going to fake it, throw it out to Warthen Carr. Carr's at the 10. Carr's at the 5. Trojans in the end zone. Touchdown. Tyler Wesley throws it to number 5, Jalen Warthen Carr. We've called his name several times today. He's a 5'9", 195 Stetson transfer from Macon, Georgia. Again, just getting it out to an athlete, letting him make a play.
Beautiful, beautiful.
Lions to hold. Burnett awaits it. He's going to be kicking it. The hold is down. The kick is up. And the PAT is good with 13:41 to go in the second. A lot better red zone showing that time, Doc Weirden. With 13:41 to go in the second quarter, Trojans 21, Knights 0.
Boy, this offense does not take long to get down the field. They move with a pretty impressive efficiency. Boy, I'd hate to be trying to defend all the weapons and all the looks that I'm seeing.
Just to shout out those are your offensive coaching staff. Seth Strickland is your offensive coordinator. O-line is James Turn, Jordan Marshall, running back coach. You got assistants with Will Watts and Aiden Higgins. The chaplain for the team, Nate Norwood. And your head coach, Bobby Lamb, he works with quarterback, so he's pretty involved in that offense as well. And he's got to like what he's seeing. Trojans up 21-0 with 13:41 to go in the first quarter. And we'll be kicking it off. See which one of our kickers is going to be booting this one. Number 53 again, that is Addison Nichols, Abbeville High School out of Abbeville, South Carolina. Knights have 2 men back deep. Whistles blown, ball's in play. And here come your Trojans kick team. Kicks up. This time it's going to be fielded around the 13-yard line. Returner is up over the 20, and he is shut down there real quick. Number 16 put a shot on him. That's listed as Christian Sexton, linebacker out of Lexington, South Carolina. Played at Lexington High. True freshman, 6'1", 200. Good to see a freshman showing up here on special teams. You know, those guys just came in August, so they're learning the system. And when you can get yourself on the field after a month of practice, you're doing something right. Defense setting up. We might have some new bodies in there, keeping guys fresh. Out of the wing tee, Patterson, he's going to give it straight up. He's going to keep it, and then he's going to get tackled. And really, the Trojan defenders might have carried him forward 2 or 3 yards, so helped him out on that gain because they was met at the line of scrimmage. Number 11 is a part of that charge there, Jeb Robinson. Jeb Robinson is a redshirt freshman, 6'2", 210 out of Fountain Inn, South Carolina. Played at Hillcrest High School. I had the pleasure to coach Jeb Robinson. I think one of his first years of football. 8 years old. Got to coach him again in middle school, 7th and 8th grade. Great kid, great family, and it's good seeing Jeb Robinson in there getting action and getting registered for a tackle. It's a 5-yard gain, 2nd down and 5 for the Knights. Patterson, he was digging out with it, but the officials step in, flag on the play. Waiting for the call.
Looks like they're going back 5, false start. That's good. Jeb overlooked that first year of football and continued in the game.
Listen, I think everything that kid learned about football happened in those 3 years where he had me as his coach, Doc Weirden.
For all you kids listening out there, your first 3 years might be a little discouraging, but just keep at it. Sometimes coaches don't.
Oh, the jokes keep on coming. It's 2nd down. 2nd down and 10. Patterson digs it out. He's going to keep it on the option. He puts it on the ground. It's scooped up by the running back. Our contain's not there. So somehow, some way they get yards, but a flag does come down. That might explain the yards.
Well, that looked like it might have been on the tackle. We'll see what they call.
They come in that late. Number 13 for your Knights.
Refs are talking about it.
They might move the chains. They're not made a call either way here. We're waiting for it.
Looks like it's
12:19 to go in the second quarter. 21-0 Trojans. It's going to be a hold. Okay, maybe that's how they got outside us, Doc. I was surprised by that. The ball was on the ground. It was scooped up. Too long to develop. Somebody should have been there, and that somebody was probably being held. So that's going to back the Knights up, negate whatever gain they got, and they're going to be, it's 2nd down. 16 yards to go. They're at their 15-yard line. Patterson's in shotgun. He's got 2 receivers left, 2 right, 1 back. He's taking a 3-step drop. It's a middle screen. It's picked off by the defense. He's inside the 5. He carries him in. Trojans in the end zone. Your Anderson Trojan defense has put the first defensive touchdown on the board, and that is number 44, Aaron Bryant. He's a redshirt freshman. Aaron Bryant, they tried a middle screen. The defensive line froze there. He couldn't get over top. Bryant hauled it in. He's a 6', 200-pound Goose Creek High School product, and he just got him a touchdown on the first football game in Anderson history.
Wow.
Well, Brett Hickman's next to me in the booth over here. He's smiling ear to ear. His defense just put another 6 on the board for the Trojans.
Watch the sideline.
Watch this sideline down here. We got a little defensive celebration going on down on the sideline. Okay.
All right.
All right. We got some theatrics going on here in Anderson, South Carolina. The defense put it on the board, and a little post-touchdown celebration on the sideline for all the fans to enjoy. Burnett setting it up. He's going to kick the PAT for us. The hold's down, kicks up. It's good.
Looks like they got a little deal going. Every time the defense scores, they can celebrate.
Boy, oh boy.
However they like.
I tell you, if you're Brett Hickman and you've not given up any first downs and your defense scores, and they give you a 28-0 lead here with 12:01 to go in the second quarter, it's a good opening day here in Anderson, South Carolina. Just so much excitement. It's electric. You can feel it around here. Folks, if you're anywhere near Anderson, you need to make a trip up. They're going to be home the next 2 weeks. Next week, LaGrange is coming in here. They're a Division III school, and then it gets real. We're entering into South Atlantic Conference play. We're going to have Limestone, the Saints from Limestone coming here. Limestone has been in the playoffs the last 2 years, so boy, oh boy, we're going to see what we're made of come that game. But we got 3 home games to start the season. No better way to start football season. So if you're in the Anderson area, you need to come be a part of this. Again, our stands are packed. There is folks standing around the field. We got folks being wined and dined a little bit in our field houses and getting the royal treatment. We've got a visitor stand that's just filled with gold and black. Well, we've got a band bringing the game day atmosphere. We got cheerleaders doing the work they do. We've got a dance team. We've got it all right here at Anderson, South Carolina, at Anderson University.
You know, and I just watching some college football last Saturday. A lot of grumbling from south of us. A lot of grumbling from up north of us. Pretty sweet spot to be playing football here in Anderson.
Look, if you're a little sad in Clemson town, if you're a little sad down in Columbia, come to Anderson, get a Division II game day experience. This town is going to be behind this school. You can see it. And there has been so much anticipation for this day. What began as a vision by Dr. Evans Whitaker, it's now a reality. And we are seeing it, and what a sight to behold. 28-0. 28-0. Your Trojans with 12:01 to go in the third quarter.
You know, I'm looking across the field, and I'm thinking a larger set of stands would look good over there, and definitely would get filled. We got students and fans sitting in the grass. We got a lot of standing room.
Look along this fence. Along our front fence on the home side, it is about shoulder to shoulder, people wrapping around towards the end zones. I mean, it is a sight to behold, and we're about to kick it off once again. Nichols doing the honors. And the kick is up, and it's going to be fielded. He's got a chance to return it. That's the back man for the Knights. He's at the 10. He's at the 20, up over the 20 to the 25. Makes a few men miss, out of bounds at the 27-yard line. That is Kendall Chapman running him out of bounds. Hey, Doc Weird, I got to say it. Kendall's another one I got to coach. 7th and 8th grader, Hillcrest. Middle school team, what they call their D team. Kendall's a great young man. Hey, I had him at safety, and look here. All these years later, we're at Anderson University playing safety. All right, we're at 28-0 Anderson, 11:54 to go. Knight setting them up. It's the wing formation. We got a new quarterback in. He keeps it, then he runs out with it. Thought about pitching it, didn't. Runs backwards at number 15. That's Fuller Sims, redshirt freshman, 6'2", 215 out of Kershaw. Played at Andrew Jackson.
Good pursuit, good containment.
Let's see who our quarterback is here now. Number 17. You got a number? There he is. Henry Canoe, 5'10" out of Tampa, Florida. Henry Canoe is in at quarterback for the Knights. And welcome to Anderson University. He lost 5, maybe 6 on the play. Second down and 16 for the Knights. They're in a wing formation. Canoe digs it out. He's going to give ahead. They're going to try to bang away and maybe get 2 yards on it. Doing the honors is number 26, Jarvis Dudley. He's a 5'8", 240-pound redshirt senior. They get out to the 21-yard line. You know, so they're still way behind the chains. It's third down and 12. Imagine Coach Hickman's over here licking his chops. It's third and 12. Knights coming out. You know, they're going under center again, staying in the wing T formation, one man in motion, and they're going to try to use some misdirection. Number 2 gets the carry, and there's nothing doing. That's number 7. That's number 7 for your Trojans.
Caleb Gleason.
Good play, Caleb. So it's here we are. 4th down and 11. He might have got a yard out of it. Ball's on the right hash. You're down 28-0 if you're the Knights. 9:55 and counting. I believe we got Carter Witt. He's back deep, number 3 for your Trojans. We got a snap this time. Kick is up. Witt might have some return opportunity. He tried to make a man miss, just spun off him a little bit, maybe got a yard on the return. Witt gets us to midfield. That's where we are. With 9:36 to play in the first half, Anderson 28, St. Andrews 0, and the offense will come back on the field. I believe this is maybe our 5th drive. Remember, our defense scored 1 for us. Trojans setting us up here. They're going home stands left to right. Ball is close, just inside the left hash. It's at our 49-yard line. First down and 10. Wesley at quarterback. Number 4 is your running back. We'll get his name in a minute, but this one's going to be thrown down to Brown. Brown has it at 38, over to 35, inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Good passing catch from Wesley to Brown.
Got some good separation there. Multiple receivers were open there. He hit him.
That's Zayden
Good
Gunn
game.
is in the backfield, number 4 for your Trojans, Zayden Gunn. Offense looking for the call. We've got 2 receivers left, 1 right. I believe that's Dylan Manders, number 19, is your tight end. He's just offset off the tackle, left side. Wesley's got 1 running back behind him. I believe that's still Zayden Gunn. Wesley looks for the snap. He's going to dig out. Gunn finds a seam. Gunn bangs ahead, and then he's met there by a host of your Knights. Didn't quite make the 30. Got the 31-yard line, so it's a 2-yard. They're going to mark it at the 32. They're going to give us 2 yards on that. It'll be 2nd down and 8. Keeping the same set, 2 receivers right, 1 left. Manders just offset your right tackle this time. Gunn is to the right of Tyler Wesley. Wesley awaits the snap, and he's going to look. He's going to fire quick left side. That's Simons, Bray Simons. He's going to move the chains, assuming there's no flags on the play, and they're moving them. Bray Simons, he is a 5'11", 185 Daniel High School. If you know anything about Daniel High School, you know a lot about state championships. I believe last night they lost for the first time, I want to say, in 3 or 4 seasons during the regular season. And that is where Bray Simons comes from. He's a native of Piedmont, South Carolina. And so the Trojans are inside the red zone. We're at the 18-yard line. Wesley's in shotgun. He's got Gunn behind him. 3 receivers right. I think we got a tight end with his hand on the ground left side. And the give's going to go to number 4, Zayden Gunn. He's going to move the marker here closer to our first down. Was that a first down, Kerry? I believe that was. So that's about goodness, Gunn got about 7, maybe 7.5 on the play. Good carry by Gunn. He's staying on the field. Ball is marked on the right hash at the 11-yard line of the Knights. Wesley waiting for the snap. Gunn to his right. 2 receivers left, 2 right. And this is going to go to Gunn again. We're going to see if we can do it on the backs of our big boys. Gunn is doing the work, though. He's mad at the line of scrimmage. Gets a few, what they call, a little bit of yards after contact. The kids call it yak. A few yak yards there for Gunn. Bangs us ahead inside the 5. And it's enough for a first down. And so take a breath. We got first down and goal just inside the 5-yard line. Wesley setting us up. He's got 2 receivers left, 1 right. Gunn's in the backfield directly behind Wesley, who's in shotgun. Manders is split out as a tight end, but he's off the line of scrimmage. He is on the line of scrimmage, about 3 yards outside the tackle. Wesley talking to his running back. Now he's calling for the snap. He's looks like a speed option. He's going to pitch it out. Gunn. Trojans in the end zone.
That's exactly
Touchdown.
how you draw that up. Beautiful.
Number 4. Zayden Gunn.
Pitch.
You saw a conversation between Wesley and Gunn. Maybe Wesley saw it, said, hey, we're attacking him. They don't have anybody on you. He pitches it out. Speed option look. Gunn just races the end zone. Really nobody to break a tackle with. And the Trojans on the board again with Burnett kick the PAT and Tristan Lyon, number 46, to hold. Lyon awaits a snap. He got it. He put it down. We kicked it. PAT's good. And with 6:15 to go in the half, your Anderson University Trojans have put up 35 points with 6 minutes to go in the first half. It's Anderson 35, St. Andrews 0. Doc Weird, and we were talking about the roster, and we were talking about 21 to 24 transfers came in here. You're meeting up with a bunch of freshmen. You got redshirt freshmen, true freshmen that were brought on campus just this past August, a month ago. You've got 80 plus of those guys. And then you bring in a couple dozen guys who've seen live bullets. They've been at other programs. They've been in weight programs. And sprinkling in some of that veteran leadership, I mean, it should help us.
Wow, just thinking about some of these freshmen on the field and being able to watch them develop and grow over the next 4 years. Wow. What is this program going to look like with this base that we got, what we're seeing today?
Yeah. Tyler Wesley, he's one of those transfers. Tyler played at Presbyterian College and actually was the starter last year. And so to get a guy who's faced live bullets and comes in here, Tyler, next time out we'll give you a little more info on him from Presbyterian College. But we're queuing it up. Nichols is going to kick off for us. We've got a couple of Knights back here to return. Kick is up, and let's see if we're going to get a return. There will be returnable. It's going to be called around the 5-yard line. Trojan kick team converging. Number 2 trying to get out of there with it, but there's nowhere to go. Great pursuit by your kick team. 3 or 4 of them in on the play. Anthony Robinson he was looking around and there's nowhere to go. Just good. Everybody had good lane discipline. Converged on the ball. And we'll be back on defense now. They're marking it. You know what? What do we got? We got a penalty? Well, I'm up here daydreaming. I think we have to kick it again. Kicking team was offsides. So we're going to have to back up 5 and do that again. That's assuming the Knights want it. I don't think they do. I think they're going to decline the penalty and take the 5 yards. That'll move them up to the 19-yard line. So they said we don't want any more of that. Put us at the 19. We'll go first down and 10. And they're in shotgun. They've done a little bit of both. Nope, back. Yeah, shotgun. Patterson's in shotgun. He brings number 1 in motion. Patterson's going to keep it, and he just runs into a wall.
Looks like he might have been looking for a pitch, but it was
leading that wall.
No way he could do that. The defense was in his grill.
His number 99, Tyrell Hughes, 6'4", 300-pound redshirt freshman from Statesboro, Georgia. Played at Statesboro High School. And, I mean, you'd be better off running into a wall. There was nowhere to go, and Hughes just swallowed him up. Swallowed him up. And we're down to 5:40 to go in the half. That's a tackle for loss. It's a loss of 3. 2nd and 13. Knights coming up to the ball. Patterson under center back in that wing T. And we got a whistle.
Might have been some motion on the offense on 44, but we'll see.
They had a pass called. He was taking a 3-step drop, but the whistle comes in.
Yeah,
and it's going to be a false start.
On 44, he moved a little bit. Not sure he ever got set real well.
Boy, that's the last thing you want if you're the Knights. You just back yourself up 5 more yards. Now you're back at your 11. You're facing a Trojan defense that smothered you. You've not got a first down. And if my eyes aren't lying to me, I think we got some guys rotating in there. You're probably going 1 and 2 deep across the way. And the Knights are coming out close to the right hash. Patterson under center. It's in a wing T look. 1 running back behind him, 2 wings. He's going to take that drop, and he's going to get swallowed up. It's number 99, Tyrell Hughes, 6'4", 300, Statesboro High School. Remember my name. Swallows him up. It's a sack. And the Saints just continue to go backwards inside their 10. Back at the 7-yard line. I'm not sure what your play is for this. It's third down and an Uber ride. I don't think that's legal. You're back inside your 10 around the 7. You're coming out. I think you just want to protect the ball. And they are. They're going to give it to their big man up front. See if he could get them to the line of scrimmage, and he's driven back to the goal line, number 47.
It's becoming increasingly harder to call numbers on these tackles. It's tackles by committee. They are all there. Pursuit. It has to be getting discouraging for St. Andrews offense.
You got a name on 47. He led the way on that.
47, Colton Smith.
So Colton Smith did the honors there. They're punting it now. Ball is marked at the 9-yard line. It's fourth down. Number 15 standing in his end zone. He takes a snap. Does McKenzie? It's oh my goodness.
Almost. It might have been blocked. At least partially blocked.
Either somebody got a hand on that, or thank you very much. That kick is downed inside the night 15. So our offense, who's been just nearly unstoppable, except for one drive when we started at set up shop at their 20 on our second drive, we're going to take over at their 15-yard line. I mean, it's so discouraging. I know if you're a Knights player, and Wesley's going to run him back out. You know, Tyler Wesley at Presbyterian a year ago threw for over 2,400 yards. Was 133 for 269 through 15 TDs. Had 490 yards rushing, 220 yards total per game. And he's been the quarterback this first half, the transfer out of PC, and he's taken a two-step drop. He's firing right. That's number 3, Brown. Brown makes the man miss. He's at the 5. Trojans in the end zone. Touchdown. Tyler Wesley just throws it out to number 3, Mr. Brown.
Well, they're making it look easy, and now a flag comes out on the play. It might be a flag on the celebration.
We'll be celebrating. So that's Kenneth Brown, the Myrtle Beach product, made the catch, made a man miss. You know, his yards after catch. He took it for the 15-yard touchdown. Wesley to Brown. Gets us on the board again. Again, if you're the Knights, you don't want to set us up at the 15, not with things going the way they are today. That is 41 points. 41 points on the board for your Trojans. We got 3:11 to go in the half. Touchdown is good. We got an unsportsmanship call. They're going to enforce that on the kickoff. So that'll give the Knights a little better breathing room. But we're going to set up for the PAT. Tristan Lyon, number 46, to hold. And the kick is up, and the kick is good. Burnett, he's been perfect on PATs today. We missed a field goal from 40 long, maybe 42 yards. But he gets this PAT through again, and with 3:11 to go in the half, AU 42, St. Andrews 0. And, you know, Doc Weirden, I was told the hope was, now, of course, you can't ever predict things, but the hope was that we could play a lot of kids today. And I think when you're getting 42 points to go with 3 minutes to go in the half, that you have that opportunity, particularly as you come out in the second half, to get some more guys facing live bullets.
Yeah, I think that's what we're going to start seeing here pretty soon. And it's going to be exciting for some of these kids to get out there and see what they have and make a case they should be higher up on the depth chart.
That's right. All right, Nichols, he's their kickoff man. He's got it set up at the 20-yard line on the left hash. That 20, we're 15 yards back from where we normally kick it because of the unsportsmanship-like conduct. Now, that's a note you can take if a head ball coach. Guys, we can't have that, setting ourselves 15 yards back to kick to our opponent after a score. It's going to be received at the 20. You see the difference it makes running back to the 35-40, and he's out over the 40-yard line. So all of a sudden we've got them starting inside their 20 most every possession, but you get a 15-yard unsportsmanship, and all of a sudden they're set up at your 40. So more breathing room for the Knights. Aaron Bryant made the tackle on the return.
Just a beautiful block by Carson Lewis. Beautiful hit on that return. He laid some wood there.
Knights are coming out. Anderson setting up on defense. Ball's at the 40, close to your left hash. We're down to 3:04 to go. I think if you're St. Andrews, you'd like, could you get a first down, and could you just run this clock out for the half? Patterson takes a snap. He fires left side. I think it was off one man's hand and into number 18's hands for the Knights. So we got a pitch and catch over here. Devin Roche did the honor, senior 6'4". I think it's his second grab. First one, though, might have got negated on a penalty earlier in the game. But that's one of the most productive plays for the Knights today. It's a pickup of, I will call it 7. We got to call it 6. I'm looking where they spotted it at 6. So it's second down and 4. But, yeah, one of the best plays today for the Knights offense. Patterson fires right side this time. They're going to go to the air. Nice one-handed grab.
Catch.
Great catch, number 1.
Looks like they got a first down
for the
on
Saints. That's Jawan Lyons. He's out of Kernersville, North Carolina. And the Knights had their first down on the day.
A little bit more success for them on offense with a little bit faster tempo.
I think Gleason was in on the tackle for the Trojans and Carter Witt. All right, we got a timeout. You're staying with us. We're going to stay with you. If you're tuning in with us on locally, 105.1 The Spirit. I think you can pick us up online as well. Or if you're tuning in on Flow Sports, welcome to Anderson, South Carolina, Anderson University, Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium at Sparrow Financial Field. It is a historic day in Anderson, South Carolina. The first college football game here in Anderson. Your Division II Anderson Trojans have 42 points with 2 minutes to go in the first half. They lead the St. Andrews Knights out of Laurinburg, North Carolina, 42-0. I believe we've scored. Just a little recap. I think we scored on every drive but one, and we were actually set up in the red zone and just could not make it happen. Every other drive, we got in the end zone. We scored one time on defense. And the one drive we didn't score, we did miss a field goal opportunity.
That's correct.
So the Knights have their best field position of the day. They're set up. It's first down and 10 at the 50 on the right hash. Patterson's in shotgun. He's got 2 receivers left, 1 right, running back next to him. And he's looking to throw. Hey, the Knights are going for pay dirt. He's got a man. He had to step on us down there. We were running with him.
A little overthrown there.
Overthrown, intended for number 18. But nothing doing there. Devin Roche had a shot. It was just overthrown. But I like it. I like the Knights. Hey, they're saying we're not just going to run clock out and get to halftime. We're at the 50. We're going to try to make something happen. They take a shot downfield. First shot downfield we've seen, really a pass of more than 10 yards. And so just overshot there by Patterson. Second down and 10. Patterson sets up his running back to the right side. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Patterson digs out. He's 3-step drop. Now he's running, looking to pass. Now he's going to tuck it. He's up over the midfield, crosses the 45. So he picks up a few. And the clock's at 1:46. 1:46 to go in the half. Patterson got it out of bounds, so the clock stopped. And Knights, again, one of their best third down looks of the day. It's third down and 5. They're set up at our 45-yard line. Patterson's going to stay in shotgun. He's got a running back to his left. 2 receivers left, 2 right. Right hash. Patterson takes a snap. He's getting a little bit of pressure. He's got time, though, and he just chunks it up downfield. Really not catchable. Intended for number 86 down there. But just no real shot that he had it.
Patterson wanted the flag there. Felt like his receiver was held on that.
That was Jeremiah Rogers that I think he's calling for being held. But nothing doing with our officials. 4th down and 5. St. Andrews got a decision to make. I mean, you're on our side of the 50. You hadn't been there all day. I think they're going to leave the offense on the field and go for it. 1:39 to go. If our defense can get them off the field here, we got another shot to put another touchdown on the board before the half. Patterson takes a snap. Patterson fires right side, and what a grab by number 1. Makes men miss. He's going to move the chains. That's the second first down on this drive, second first down of the game for the Knights. And again, Jawan Lyons, he's been a little bit of a spark there where we've seen it from the Knights. He's not a big receiver. He's listed at 5'6".
I'll tell you what, St. Andrews is showing some life here. This quarterback that's come in, Patterson, number 4, he's bringing a little spark to this offense, moving them down the field.
Now, Patterson started the game. Another guy came in. He's back in, but Patterson looking better, and he's taking a shot. He's in double coverage, though. Oh, be careful when you're throwing near that guy. That's Carter Witt on the coverage at deep safety, along with his corner underneath him, number 26, I think. It's going to be 2nd down and 10 for the Knights. That pass was overthrown. You got a number on that's number 21, the corner, Jalil Rivas-Dix, along with Carter Witt. There just was nothing was going to complete that pass. So 2nd down and 10. Patterson running back left, two left, 2 right on the receivers. Ball's on the right hash. He takes a snap, and he's backing up, and he throws it to the sideline. There's nobody out there. It's way overthrown. You'd almost think he was trying to do that, but I'm not sure. It just was so overthrown. His receivers out there. It's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. Well, again, we're at 1 minute to go in the half. First football game in the history of Anderson University. The Anderson Trojans lead the St. Andrews Knights 42-0. We have a minute to go. If you're tuning in on 105.1 The Spirit, welcome. If you're watching this on Flow Sports, we think you need to come here in person. If you've not been to Anderson and if you've not taken in a game, and today would have been the only day you could do it because it's the first day in history for Anderson football, you need to get out here. We've got home games next week, the next 2 weeks, September 14th, September 21st. You need to come see the Trojans play. It's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful setting. The stands are packed. I don't know that you see this kind of stands, this kind of population at crowds in Division II football. We've got the bleachers packed on the home side. We've got people sitting on the hill to our left. We've got a line of people shoulder to shoulder across the fence, wrapping around towards the lacrosse building on our football operations side. There's more people on the hill to the right. There's people being wined and dined up on the decks of your lacrosse and football operations buildings. It's just an incredible sight. And oh, by the way, on your visitor side, there's a little bit of blue and white, but it's mostly black and gold. Trojan fans on the visitor side filling in the gaps there. It's an incredible day in Anderson, South Carolina.
Next week, LaGrange comes to town, and I believe that's a 6 o'clock game.
I heard it was a 6 p.m. kickoff. And listen, Clemson fans, there's no Clemson. Clemson's not home next week. Come on over to Anderson. Take in a game, 6 p.m. Patterson takes a snap. Patterson got a man, and they're going to throw a flag on us. I don't think it was catchable. It was overthrown. They didn't have a shot at it, but, I think in a way you're saying, how can we help these guys? Incomplete, but the flag is down. That's looks like a surefire pass interference on the Trojans. So that's going to be an automatic first down. So the Knights, something positive going into the half. They did not have a first down coming into this drive. But here in this drive, I believe that's their third one. This one comes by way of penalty. But there's 55 seconds left to go in the half. They're inside our 20. So now, Doc Weirden, you get a little chance to play defense in the red zone.
Yeah, first opportunity.
Patterson puts it up. He's throwing a corner route. He's got a tall man out there. We're on him. Incomplete. Man, he had a shot. It was a good ball by Patterson.
There was definitely some battling there before the ball was caught.
There were some arms back and forth. Referee let him play. And that's number 18 who's made a couple grabs for him. He's 6'4", listed on the roster, Devin Roach, and he's obviously their jump ball guy. He had a shot. I thought for a second he might have come down with it, but it came out there. And we've got a conversation among officials. I don't know if we have some kind of timeout on the play.
Okay, they were talking about whether it was a catch or not.
So here we are. So there's going to be a review here. Now, I'm not sure if our referee said it's upon referee request. I know that coaches have an opportunity. It's kind of like a flag you can drop to say, hey, I want to review this play. This is how they do it in Division II. It sounds like the referee might have said the referee has requested this. So I guess they have the opportunity to say, you know what, it's so close I couldn't see it. Let's look at it. Now, it's ruled an incomplete. It's ruled an incomplete on the field. What has to happen, Doc Weirden?
Well, I'll tell you what. I think it was a catch. When I saw it live, I thought it was a catch. It'll be interesting to see what he has to have control. He has to have a foot, a knee in bounds with control. We're going to see if we get any looks at it on the screen here, but very close to call that live.
If I understand replay right, whatever video evidence they have has got to be declarative. It's got to be definitive. You got the wrong call. If it's still, I'm not sure, they got to go with the call on the field, which was incomplete. So we don't have replay up here in our booth, so we're not looking at what they're looking at. But we'll let you know as soon as they come back with an answer. We're under 50 seconds to go in the half. Knights are seeing their best drive of the day. Now, Doc Weird, I got to take us back. We score a touchdown. We go up 42-0. I don't know what we did over here, but we did something to instigate a unsportsmanship penalty. Yeah. We back up 15 yards. We kick it. Next thing you know, they're starting at our 40, and we give them a little life. We just give them a little slither of hope, and they've moved the chains 3 times. One of them was on a penalty, but they picked up their first 2 and then 3 on the penalty, first downs on the play, and then they're inside our red zone. They take a shot at the end zone, and we're talking about a touchdown.
Yeah, that's a good observation. Discipline, every facet of the game. You got your foot on the gas. You've been doing nothing but great all day, and then here we are. So, good coaching points. Okay, so they did rule it incomplete.
Okay, so I don't know if they were just confirming the video showed what they called or if they didn't have enough to overturn it, but it is ruled an incomplete. We take a deep breath because we really want to keep a 0 on the board.
And 49 seconds to stop them, so we'll see how this goes. 2nd and 10.
2nd down and 10, balls at the 18-yard line. Offense coming back out. I think Patterson's still your quarterback. Number 11 out of the backfield. They're looking to pass again, and he swallowed up. It's going to be a sack back at the 25-yard line. Number 4.
Ryan Richardson.
He's a 6 foot, 265, and there's another transfer out of Shorter University in Birmingham. He's a youngster from Birmingham, Alabama. But Ryan Richardson makes a big play. They're going fast, 27 seconds. Patterson in the backfield. I think he's got number 11 to his right, his running back, who's looking to make a block. He throws it out in the flats to number 2, but hello, number 21, Jalil Rivas-Dix.
Beautiful textbook tackle, open field.
Just hit him right upon the ball, hitting his fingers. We'll see if the Knights can get a snap off. 3 seconds, 2 seconds, 1 second. He got it off. Patterson, he's rolling out of there with it. Back at the 30, he's looking, he's running, he's throwing, trying to make a throw for the end zone, gets it there, but nobody's near it. The nearest receiver is about 5 yards away. And so the ball falls incomplete. And at the end of the first half, the first football game in Anderson University history, we have a halftime score of 42-0 over the St. Andrews Knights. And we're going to be back here in a moment after a message from your sponsors. Welcome back to Sparrow Financial Field, Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium. Well, so far, so good for AU's first football game in the history of the school. Now, Doc Weirden, before we get too big for our britches, let me give a little analysis of the NAIA Knights. The NAIA is a college athletics governing body for small college athletic programs. The NAIA offers student athletes an opportunity to earn scholarship and 28 different sports at more than 250 schools across the country. Now, as the NAIA continues to grow, so does the competition level. NAIA schools are recruiting a larger pool of athletes than they used to. It's creating a deeper, more talented level of competition. And, for athletes who may be just short of reaching NCAA recruiting standards, the NAIA offers a competitive alternative and even preparation for getting into the NCAA. NAIA programs, you could say, are comparable to Division III schools. In other words, top-level NAIA programs match the talent found at mid to high-level Division II schools. And so that's kind of keep that in mind. So St. Andrews in building a program is on the lower end of the NAIA spectrum. In 2023, the Knights were 0-6 in their conference and 0-10 for the season. So it did not start well for them last week either, as another program in its early years, Erskine College, one of our Division II schools here in South Carolina, defeated these guys 46-0. Now we do got 42 on them at the half, and so we're encouraged by that. But really, Doc Weirden, you could say this is a preferable game one opponent for this young Trojan team to begin with, to gain experience, to build confidence. But listen, transparently, the competition we face today cannot be compared to what's coming in South Atlantic Conference play. And so with that, Doc Weirden, tell us, what are some observations you've made here in this first half?
Well, I said it a couple times in the first half. I mean, what impressed me jumping out the page on offense was efficiency. They moved the ball. They were very quick. Sometimes you get the defense tired, but my goodness, they weren't on the field long enough to get the defense tired. They were zipping down the field pretty fast. The quarterback, my goodness, what do you say? Tyler Wesley did just about everything you could ask. He's mobile. He's put the ball where you wanted it. Couple little overthrows, but man, mostly just sharp, firing the ball just where you want it. The running backs, I mean, my goodness, if you're a coach, who do you start? These guys were running. They had good vision, moving their feet, and like you said, yards after contact. So, I mean, really impressive. I'm not sure who you start out of all these running backs. They all looked really good. The wide receivers running good routes, getting open. It looked like they were on cue with the quarterback. Good timing, good chemistry. Defense. What do you say about the defense? We had a defensive score. They were swarming. The other banner I would have put over the first half was discipline. -1 snafu, -1 celebration penalty. There was discipline all over the field, both sides of the ball. Sometimes first game back, you don't see NFL teams this sharp. And Anderson looked real sharp and on point for most of what I saw in the first half.
Yeah, I agree, Doc Weirden. I mean, listen, 7 possessions the first half. We scored on 6. We get a touchdown on defense. I mean, there's just a lot to be proud about, a lot to be happy of. Even if you're starting at a lower level of competition in game one, you're getting kids live bullets. You're getting them experience. You're building confidence for what's ahead.
I mean, it is the first game ever at Anderson University football. You wouldn't know it just by watching the game today.
All right, everybody stick around. We're going to be back with first half statistics after a word from this sponsor. Welcome back. We're at Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium at Sparrow Financial Field in Anderson, South Carolina, where the Trojans of Anderson, in a day, they are making history. First football game for the Anderson Trojans. They lead the St. Andrews Knights out of Laurinburg, North Carolina, 42-0. I'm Paul Sanders alongside my colleague, Dr. Steve Weirden. Welcome if you're tuning in on 105.1 The Spirit or through the Flow Sports stream. Welcome to action here in Anderson, South Carolina. Doc Steve Weirden's with me. He's going to bring us up to speed on first half stats.
Well, the first stat that jumps out at you is the score, 42-0, but everything's pretty lopsided. If you look at Anderson's offense, they had 126 yards rushing, but a very balanced 123 yards passing. You can't get much more balanced than that. We got no punts for Anderson, and we had a pretty busy St. Andrews punter. 3 punts for 111 yards, averaging 37 yards a punt. On defense for Anderson, Jared Woods led the way with 5 tackles. Behind him was Alex Ledford with 4, Carter Witt with 3, and Colton Smith with 3. It's lopsided. Anderson had 3 of 4 third down conversions. Didn't have to go for it on 4th down. Looks pretty good on the stat sheet. On St. Andrews, we had a busy Jawan Lyons. He had 5 targets. He caught 3 of them for 12 yards. There's just not much positive to look at St. Andrews' offensive stats.
Well, it was that last drive. You know, they didn't get a first down until the last drive. We set them up because of an unsportsmanship-like penalty. They started at the 40. They moved the chains 3 different times. One of them was on the penalty, and they actually had a shot to the end zone that was ruled incomplete. It was reviewed. It stood incomplete, and that's where we stand. That was the best thing they had going in the first half. But we're at 42-0. But again, they just, we're encouraged. We're thrilled with what we're seeing here in Anderson, South Carolina, and yet we're not too big for our britches. I mean, this is a St. Andrews team who last year was 0-10 overall. They were 0-6 in their conference. They gave up almost 48 points a game, gave up nearly 200 passing, 200 rushing a game, and so while they scored just under 8 points a game and averaged on the season about 191 yards a game. So we understand this is not Limestone, who will be here in 2 weeks. But this is the first game for, I think we have nearly 90 freshmen on this roster, either true or redshirt. Another couple dozen transfers who might be sophomores and juniors. And we're facing live bullets. We're not hitting each other. We were doing that for over a year.
Yeah. It's good. I know it's good for these guys to be out here playing. The stat that I guess it jumps out at me the most is Anderson's total offensive plays, 28 plays for 249 yards. That comes out to be 8.9 yards per play. When you look at the other side, they did 31 plays for 42 yards. So that speaks volumes right there on how this game is going. What do you think about the half upcoming? Looks like we're probably going to get an opportunity to see a lot of the second, third string players coming into the game.
Well, listen, you want to get experience, and this is a game where you can build experience. You give guys a taste of college football action at this level, and you put them out on the field, and you can go 2 deep, you can go 3 deep, you might even go 4 deep. To get guys on this field and face live bullets. Some of it's a payoff for what guys have been playing for all year, and some of it you're just trying to get kids ready because you've got to have a next man up mentality. It's a long season, and so you've got to develop experience across the roster.
Yeah, you've been seeing these kids practice for a year. How many of these kids are true gamers? They practice one way, but when that whistle blows on Saturday, do they play 2 or 3 notches above what they normally do? Does it? That's what counts. That's what matters. Practice.
Yeah. Well, listen. This again is Paul Sanders and Dr. Steve Weird in Anderson, South Carolina. At the half, the Trojans lead the St. Andrews Saints 42-0. We'll be back with you shortly after this word. Well, you're looking live. That's if you're on our Flow Sports stream. If not, you're hearing me on the radio. That's the Spirit Radio 105.1 out of Anderson, South Carolina. I'm Paul Sanders alongside my colleague and friend, Dr. Steve Weirden, and we are a part of history today, calling the first football game in Anderson University history, playing NAIA St. Andrews Knights out of Laurinburg, North Carolina. And it's been a great day. I mean, just to set the scene for everyone, the stands are packed. I know going into last night we had nearly 6,000 tickets sold. It's not always the case at Division II programs, but you had a home crowd that was just shoulder to shoulder in the home stands. You had people standing around the fence, around the field, on our side, about halfway, shoulder to shoulder. You got people spread out on the greenways and on the hills, and then filling up most of the visitor side is not blue and white, but black and gold. And it has been a tremendous day. We came out on offense firing. We scored on 6 of our 7 first half possessions. The one we didn't score on, we really were in the red zone and couldn't make yards and missed a field goal. But other than that, we scored on 6 of 7 drives. PATs have been perfect. And on defense, we didn't give up a first down to the last drive. We gave up 3 there, but we kept them out of the end zone. And our defense has also registered a touchdown for us tonight. What a day, Doc Weirden.
Yeah, it's a lot to take in, but boy, has it been good to watch. Hard to, if we're being critical, it's hard to be too critical on anything we've seen. A couple snaps on special teams with kicks have been a little high. We've seen the holder have to work a little bit to get them down. That might have been part of the reason we saw the missed field goal in the first half. But man, it's hard work to criticize anything that we've seen from the Anderson standpoint this first half. Second half's coming up. What do you think's going to happen here? What do you think we're going to see?
Man, you know, a lot of excitement, I'm sure, in that locker room right now. You couldn't have drawn it up much better than the way this has gone. You're building confidence. There's other guys that are coming out stretching now that will probably see the field this second half, try to develop some experience, face some live bullets. But, you know, the joy is just you're not hitting each other. You know, it's been hitting each other on your team for over a year, and things get heated. You know, fall camp, I was out here for a practice. There's a few tussles that broke out. You know, you're hot, you're frustrated, and you're competitive. And there was a little post-practice speech from Coach Lamb saying, "Guys, I'm tired of being your referee out here. You know, can you restrain yourself? The game time is coming. The St. Andrews Knights are on their way, and we'll get to unleash all that we've been building up for so long, and they are doing that today, Doc Weirden."
Yeah, they super impressed. You just got to wonder, Coach Lamb, all the coaches, the quality of athlete, of student that they're recruiting to Anderson. It's showing on the field. Again, week 1, but man, you got to have character to hold up under pressure. To, you know, when, like you said, the bullets are flying, pressure's on, front of everybody. They're showing great resiliency, great discipline. After a year of just not being in the situation, everybody that came into this program had been playing live games, and then for a year, nothing. That's not, we can't stress that enough. That's not easy to come back from and play at this level.
Well, football's back in Anderson. It's here in Anderson, South Carolina. Your second half is about 3 minutes away. We're going to take a short break. We'll be back with you for second half action coming back.
turn you on.
Well, welcome back. Sparrow Financial Field, Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium. I'm Paul Sanders alongside my sidekick, Dr. Steve Weirden. And we are in Anderson, South Carolina. This is Anderson University, the Trojans' first football game in history. And it was a great first half, 42-0 as we gear up for the third quarter. The Trojans scored on 6 of 7 possessions, had one missed field goal, hit all their PATs to get the 42, though. Check that. We scored on 5 of 6 possessions, and the defense scored one for us. So at 42 points, we had a pick 6 by a big defensive lineman and put 42 on the board for us. So we're coming out this second half. We expect to see maybe sharpening up our depth a little bit. We'll see what we come out with to start the third quarter. But it's been a good day in Anderson.
Yeah, it looks like the weather for the second half looks like some clouds are coming in, so a little bit of a break from the sun. Looks like the cloud, we're going to get some cloud cover.
It's been probably low to mid-80s most of the afternoon. And
86 degrees by the weather app here.
just want to, again, implore you, if you're listening to us on 105.1 The Spirit, or if you're watching our flow stream and you're in the area, come see Anderson football. It's been an incredible day. What a sight to behold. The place is packed, standing room only. We're filling up bleachers on both sides. We're standing around the fence. We're sitting on the hills. We're filling up the upper decks of the lacrosse and the football operations building, where they're wining and dining some recruits probably, and maybe some donors and folks like that, and faculty. But my goodness, what a day in Anderson, South Carolina. 42-0 is your score. Trojans over the Knights. The Knights are out of Laurinburg, North Carolina. They're an NAIA program. They are 0-1 coming into tonight's game. Lost last week 46-0 to Erskine College. A former member of the SAC, now a member of the Carolinas Conference. But Erskine took care of business last week, and the Trojans are taking care of business in game one, 42-0. Tyler Wesley was 9 of 12 for 123 yards and 3 touchdowns in the first half. He's your transfer quarterback out of Presbyterian College. Actually got a win, led Presbyterian to a win over Wofford College, FCS school. That was a big deal at PC. PC is FCS as well, but they're non-scholarship. Now Tyler Wesley's over here as a junior. He's our starting quarterback. Running backs by committee. 3 carries for Campbell for 45 yards. C had 2 carries for 41. Campbell also had a touchdown. Zayden Gunn 4 for 20 and a touchdown. Bryson James 4 for 25. Your receivers, Kenneth Brown, 3 catches, 41 yards. And Jalen Warthen Carr, 3 catches for 36 yards. Wesley Beckett, 1 for 28 yards. All 3 of those players had touchdowns. And then Bray Simmons, 1 catch for 14 yards.
Boy, those running backs all had some long runs, 33 yards, 31 yards, 23 yards. I'm really impressed by the running backs that we have.
Well, it looks like we'll be kicking off to start this second half. All right. 12 minutes to go on the clock. Ball set up on a touchback at the 25-yard line. That's where the Knights will start us out. So we're on defense. And they're in that wing T formation. Patterson, he's going to throw it. Slipped a man on the sideline. Coverage was there. Number 7, I believe that is Caleb Gleason, and he came up gimpy.
He's grabbing his calf.
Grabbing his calf. I don't like the way that looks.
It could be a cramp, or he could have pulled.
Yeah, let's hope a cramp, because you can drink some pickle juice this week and be okay next week. If it's something else, that can keep you out a little longer. So Gleason's coming off. Not sure who. Just tell me if you get a number.
He's with the trainer. It looks like a cramp. He's
Let me know
stretching out.
Who checked in for him? You see the corner up top?
Might
14.
be.
Looks like Evan Bridges. He's a junior. Another transfer. Evan Bridges, number 14. So Patterson under center. Number 2 goes in motion. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Ball's on the ground. Do we have a turnover?
Anderson
Do we
has
have a
it.
turnover? Trojans turn them over on 2nd down and 10 inside the 25. And well done defense. Boy, when you can get off the field that quick and give us the ball at the 25, we like what we're seeing. And the offense is going to come out now with great. Now, the last time the defense set us up, we were set up at the 20, and things didn't go so well. But number 8, that is number 8 coming in at quarterback. That's Riley Willis. There is Riley Willis, 6 foot, 180 pounds, out of Bishop North Catholic, Apopka, Florida. He sets him up here in the 3rd quarter. He's got Gunn to his right. We got 2 receivers right, 1 left, tight end, just shade off. Riley keeps it. Riley just dumps it to his tight end. That's Dylan Manders. And Manders gets a few yards, puts his shoulder down, gets us some yards. It's going to bring up 2nd down and maybe 3. He might have got close to 7 on that play. But they said, Riley Willis, redshirt freshman, it was between him and Rob Sanders in terms of next man out. Riley Willis taking the snaps. He sets them up. 2nd down and 3 in the shotgun. 2 men left. Gunn to the left. He's going to give to Gunn. Gunn crosses the line of scrimmage, close to the 15, about a yard short of the 1st down. So Zayden Gunn, with his first carry of the 2nd half, he had 4 carries for 20 yards in the 1st half. Anderson facing 3rd down, actually not quite as good of a spot as I thought we'd get. It's still about 2 yards to get here. 2 yards to go. Willis awaits a snap. He's calling for it. Gunn's to his left. He gives to Gunn. Gunn hit in the backfield, breaks the tackle, trying to get back to the line of scrimmage. I don't know if he got there. He might have got close to the 15, which picks up a little bit on the play. But boy, not a lot of great push that time from our O-line.
Boy, number 20 from St. Andrews came in, got a good hit on the backfield, but the tackle was evaded. Kept going.
Okay, so 4th down and 2. I think we're thinking situationally. If you're a coach here, we're sending in the field goal team. Our first field goal was unsuccessful. This one we're setting up at the 23-yard line. It'll be a 33-yarder. We're late getting a man out. We're at 10 seconds on the play clock. We got time. Just set them up. Take a deep breath. Now they're throwing a penalty.
Okay, so they threw a flag that I saw a coach basically saying that's on me. Late substitution.
Confusion on the substitution. What was the call? Was it
late substitution?
So late substitution. Looks like one of our coaches is taking the smoke for that. It's going to back us up 5. Ball spotted at the 21 left hash. It's number 46 Tristan Lyon to hold.
We got another player coming off late.
Ross Burnett, and we got another guy coming out late. We're going to call timeout, try to avoid a field goal. So little confusion on Trojan special teams, who should be out there, who shouldn't be out there. Coach Lamb's waving his hands in the air. But he did save us 5 yards. He called a timeout. And so he's going to – now you can talk to him, make sure everybody's – but, you need to be able to kick field goals this year.
Yeah.
And your first one didn't look very good for us. So now you got one that's going to be about a 38-yarder. You need to have 38-yarders. So they're going to set us up to do that. Little situational
Boy,
coaching.
is the kicking game underrated in football. We take these field goals for granted a lot of times, but boy, oh boy, they make a big difference in a lot of ball games.
They sure do. Knights are coming back out. We're at 10:04 to go in the 3rd quarter. Trojans are up 42-0 on the St. Andrews Knights. The ball is going to be snapped from the 21-yard line. Your long snapper is Carter Owen, number 35. Ball's held at the 28. It's going to be about a 38-yard attempt. Waits the snap. The kick is up. It's got the distance, and it's through. It's good.
Good kick.
Ross Burnett, 6 foot, 205 freshman out of Raleigh, North Carolina, Wake Christian Academy. Kicks it through the uprights, 38-yard field goal, had plenty of leg.
Plenty of leg. That might have been good from 10 yards back.
You could have gone 48, maybe more. A great kick by Burnett. And boy, do we need that for confidence for our kicking this season. We're going to need it. And it's number 53, Addison Nichols, who's setting us up he's teeing it up for the kickoff. And the Trojans didn't waste any time. 9:54 to go. in the third quarter. Our defense turned them over on play 2. Our offense got in on play 2, and then we kicked the field goal. Well, no, we didn't get in. We had to kick a field goal, but we finally got it after a little special teams confusion. And we're at 45-0. Trojans up in the third quarter. Nichols to kick.
You might be kicking into a 5-10 mile an hour wind, possibly.
That's received at the 14-yard line. The Knights are up over the 20 to the 24. Breaks the tackles at the 25. Nothing else doing there. They get him down inside the 25, where the Knights will take over first down and 10.
Number 57 got in there pretty quick on the coverage.
34 Tanner Hines and 57 Carson Lewis making the tackle. First down for the Knights. Ball's at the 24, close to the right hash. They got 2 receivers left, 1 right. They got a wing back just off the left tackle, 1 running back in the backfield next to Patterson. Patterson's rolling left. Patterson's now looking right. He's looking for a man, a jump ball back there. Coverage is good, and he just overshoots his wide receiver, number 13, Caden Graves. Flag is down. And it's going to be a holding on the Knights. So on first and 10, let's see if we'll make them do it from 20 plus. All right. Coach Lamb takes the penalty, backs him up. Man, if you're looking from the spot, it's probably more than 10 yards. It's going to be right at 10. So it's going to be first down still. Ball is inside the 15 now, the 14-yard line. First down and 20 for the Knights. Getting behind the chains does not bode well for them. See what Brett Hickman dials up here. 3-man front. We've got 2 receivers left. 1 slot left, 1 receiver right, 1 running back there with Patterson. Patterson's looking left. He's going to toss her high. We got a man and an interception.
Interception by number 21, Jahil Rivas-Dix. Boy, nice catch, nice grab.
Great play by Rivas-Dix. He picks it off for us. He's tight in coverage. He becomes a wide receiver. He makes the play, stretching out, and they mark him at the 44 of the Knights. And so the Trojans defense on 2 possessions in the second half have turned over. 1, a fumble we get. Then we get a pick here on the back end. And now Riley Willis is bringing them back out. Ball's at the 44 on the right hash. First down and 10 Trojans. All right, he's got number 80 down to the right side of the screen here. He's going to give, Riley gives the number 26. That is Trey Huff III. Trey Huff III, number 26. He's out of Lincoln County High School, Lincoln, Georgia. He's 5'10", 185. He's a redshirt freshman that came in with him. Riley Willis, redshirt freshman, number 8. He's your quarterback. Out of Apopka, Florida, Bishop Moore Catholic High School. He's got Huff III in the backfield, 3 receivers left. He's got a tight end with his hand on the ground on the right side. That's going to be Trey Huff III. He's up over the 40 to the 35, inside the 35 to the 34-yard line. Checking in at tight end is number 86, Trey Broughton. He's a freshman, true freshman, 6'4", 230. Played at Woodmont High School out of Piedmont, South Carolina. 3rd and 1 for the Trojans. 3 receivers, 2 right, 1 tight end, 1 receiver left. And we're going to go to Huff III again. Trey Huff III, up over the 35 to the 33-yard line. It's going to be enough to move the chains. Out here at receivers, you got number 80, Thomas Coombs, redshirt freshman, Wade Hampton High School, Greenville, South Carolina. Number 84 is next to him. Aiden Dixon, redshirt freshman, 5'10", 185, out of Forest Hill, Maryland. Falston High School is where he did his work. Riley Willis at quarterback. He awaits the snap. One running back behind him. I think that's Huff. Huff's going to get the carry. Huff's looking for running room. Not a lot doing there. The Knights defensive line, linebackers, everybody kind of came. A little bit of a roll call there. So I don't know that we gained much. We might have got a yard. Jackson Merriweather and Russell Reeves in on the stop for the Knights. We're down to the 32-yard line. Offense gets the call from the sideline. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Broughton with his hand on the ground on the right side at tight end. Trey Huff the third at running back. He's next to quarterback Riley Willis. Willis awaits a snap. He gets the snap. Willis is looking right. He fires complete. This is number 86. That's the freshman, true freshman, Trey Broughton out of Woodmont High School. Makes the grab. Only got a couple on the play. Call it 2 yards. It's going to be 3rd down and 7 for the Trojans.
We're seeing 20 for St. Andrews. Xavier Moore, he's very active, in on a lot of tackles.
Love seeing these guys playing. They're not quitting. Willis awaits a snap. They're sending a blitz. He's going to give it to Huff the third. Huff makes a man miss, dives forward about 2 yards, maybe to the 28-yard line.
And that's 20 again. That's Xavier Moore again. He is all over the place on defense.
You know, as the game goes on, Doc Weirden, the cream rises to the top, and you can start seeing the character in the heart of kids as they're going hard. You're down 45-0, and you're just giving it all you got.
Yeah, you're starting to see a little bit of the hands on the hips on the St. Andrews defense, just finally starting to show a little fatigue.
6:20 to go, 3rd quarter. Riley Willis awaits a snap. He's looking to pass. He's looking right. He's got a minute to throw it. He fires it left side, and he had a man over there. Yeah. I think he called it, and then maybe it got knocked out of his hands, out of bounds. I think they're calling it incomplete.
We also got a flag on the play thrown by the line judge.
Flag came in down here on the home team side. Well, you're looking live at Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field, Anderson, South Carolina. Anderson University, their first home game and their first game in the history of the school. We're going to go here. We'll be back with you in a minute. Just a word from your sponsors. All right, we're back at Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field. Historic day in Anderson, South Carolina at Anderson University. First football game in school history, and we lead it with 6:06 to go in the 3rd quarter, 45-0. Visiting team is the St. Andrews Knights out of Laurinburg, North Carolina. But the Trojans have looked well today. We are getting players rotated in here in the second half, getting guys experience. And the offense is set up, going. Well, goodness, we're coming out on defense. Did we turn it over? Listen, forgive me if you're tuning in on 105.1 or Flow Sports. The Knights have the ball, giving off. That's number 5 for the Knights getting the carry. There's a whole bunch of Trojans in there. Number 5 is Ellison Sandiford. But the Knights have the ball. Evidently, we turned it over. What looked like a dislodged, I thought it was called incomplete. Evidently, the ball's in the hands of.
Yeah, and I never heard what that penalty was on the flag, so little confusing
Really,
there.
really odd. I'd love to get word on what happened here. But nevertheless, the Knights have the ball. It's 2nd down and 6. They're at their own 33-yard line. They're in the wing tee. It's number 17 back in, and they just gashed us up the hole. My
Oh,
goodness,
wow.
He's at the 40. Running back's at the 30. He's at the 20. Man chasing him inside the 10. Touchdown, St. Andrews.
Wow.
Oh, boy. That's nearly a 70-yard run. Number 32. Nahir Seagraves, running back 5'10", out of Pinehurst, North Carolina. He's a sophomore. He just gashed us up the middle, Doc, about 70-some yards.
That was quite a run. He just flat out outran everybody on that defense. Almost got caught at the end, but still scored.
Great run by the Knights. Something to smile about. They put 6 on the board, 5:14 here to go in the 3rd quarter. And they're going to set up to kick it. You know, you're rotating guys in, you're putting backups. This is what you want to do. You want to get them experience. But with experience comes pain. There's growing pains. And growing pains mean sometimes you get gashed up the middle for 70 yards. We got a bad snap on the ground. Fire. He's got a man in the end zone.
My goodness.
They're going to get 2 points for us. Nice play there by number 1, Juwan Lyons. Ball was on the ground. He handled it. You know, when you do that, Doc Weird, and you call fire, your guys on the edge are to release in the end zone. We didn't have anybody on defense with eyes on that. And they just threw.
Great awareness.
Just
great
like in
awareness.
the backyard, little pitch and catch, 2-point conversion.
Yeah, that you got to tip your cap to that. That was good awareness. He didn't panic, grabbed the ball and got it to the wide open receiver.
Well, we got 5:14 to go. The Knights are on the board, 8 points. They get the nearly 70-yard touchdown run, and then the 2-point conversion off the bad snap. And so 8 points, something for the blue and white to smile about here as we are halfway just beyond that into the 3rd quarter. They're going to be kicking to us. Trojans coming out on the field to return it. Looks like number 2 and number 0 for us is going to return. That's going to be C Junior, JBC, running back, and number 2, I think that's going to be Monzel Campbell. So 2 of our running backs are back deep.
If I'm not mistaken, they got more yards in that one play than they did the previous half.
Yeah. Yeah, well, yards will add up in a hurry when you can gash people like that. This is number 89 to kick off. Raphael Lewis, he's going to kick it from the 35, and so we'll get a chance to work on our return team. We're going to call a fair catch. We bobble it, and then we take it in. Whistle's blown. That's number 10. I want to say it's Alex Ledford who fair catches it for us. And so the Trojans are going to take over 1st down and 10. Ball's at the 28-yard line.
So a little bit of a slowdown here. The offense kind of slowed down a little bit here.
Well, look, you expect it. I think you've got, you're going too deep at offensive line. You're going too deep in your skill positions. Running them out on the field here is Riley Willis. He's going to stay at your quarterback spot. And they're going to set us up. 1st down and 10 at the 28-yard line. Riley Willis waits the snap. He's going to roll right, roll right, roll right. He's looking. He's going to slip it out. That's his running back, Trey Huff III, who makes the grab, turns it upfield, gets to the 40-yard line. That's going to move the chains for the Trojans.
Number 56, John Brown on the tackle for St. Andrews. Good, solid hit.
And that tackle wasn't cheap. Trey Huff III packs a punch, and he lowered that shoulder, and you feel that on the defensive side, especially when you're down 45-8. Riley Willis takes a snap. He gives a Huff III. Huff III turns it up, finds a seam. Good blocking by the bigs up front. Probably didn't highlight that enough in the first half. This is a lot of our 2 deep O linemen to really pave the way there, get about a 7-yard gain. But in the first half, it really seemed like we controlled the line of scrimmages on both sides of the ball.
Looks like the tackle was number 41, Nick Henderson for St. Andrews.
Second down and 3 for the Trojans. Riley Willis waits a snap. He's got Huff behind him. We got movement. I'm not sure who this is going to be on. Defensive guys came. Did they cross? They make contact before our guys move. We're going to get the call. Hopefully, they were definitely moving early, but the way the score is, that's a good call. I thought I saw it right. Official called it right. That's going to give us a first down and move the chains across midfield into the night territory. First down and 10. Ball's at really in the middle of the hashes, about the 48-yard line. Riley Willis is your quarterback. He calls for it. He's going to give it. Huff the third is hit behind the line of scrimmage. He's taken down. Number 92 leading the way for the Knights. C.J. Simpson, he's a junior out of Mooresville, North Carolina. Good play by him along with a couple others. So, again, you're digging in here, and you got Michael Shook at the right tackle. You got number 72, Mason Owens. These are getting into your two deep. I believe Kamari Small is your center. Marcus Sims, Gavin Barton may be your left and guards and tackles. Riley Willis is rolling out. Huff gives him a block on the edge. Willis finds a man down at the 30, out of bounds inside the 30, the 29. That's number 84.
Number 6, Nigel Pierce in on the tackle there.
Aiden Dixon makes a reception. He's a 5'10", 175, Falston High School out of Forest Hill, Maryland, all the way from Maryland. Aiden Dixon getting a reception here. Gets us to the 29, first down and 10. Good pitch and catch from Willis to Dixon. Riley Willis awaits a snap. We're at the right hash. Trey Huff III picked up a great block on that last play. Now he's going to get the ball, but I don't know if he wanted it. My goodness, number 9 is all over
Number
him.
9 in the backfield.
We had a breakdown in blocking there. That's Josh Henderson. He's a senior linebacker out of Athens, Georgia. And Huff didn't have a chance there. Again, you're getting film and you're learning what are we seeing, what are we missing. This is the way you build depth. This is the way you grow boys into men. You're facing live bullets. It's a loss on the play. Looks like 4 yards. Second down and 14. Riley Willis waiting the snap. 2:22 to go in the third quarter. 45-8 your score, Trojans. Riley Willis looks left. Now he's going to keep it. He's going to run. He makes a man miss. Makes 2 misses at the 20, inside the 20 to 19-yard line. So good athletic play by Riley Willis. Your second quarterback in the game today.
Nigel Pierce, again, number 6 on the tackle. Grabbed him by the heel.
Gets us in the red zone. We're at first down and 10. Ball's on the right hash. Trey Huff the third at running back. He's behind Willis. You got 3 receivers left side. Trey Broughton with a hand on the ground on the right side. This is going to go to Huff the third. Huff.
Oh.
My goodness. Huff cut it up right into number 41.
41, Nick Henderson from, oh my goodness, that was a hit.
I mean, big hit, big stick. Love it by Huff. He's up quick. There is a flag on the play. And I think this is going to be against the Knights. So I think it, okay, unsportsmanship-like conduct on the Knights this time, and I think that followed the tackle. I mean, boy, Henderson put a lick on Huff the third, but maybe there was something that came after that. I don't know if it was from him or somebody else.
Well, 9's going out.
They are pulling 9 out of there.
Might be the.
Josh Henderson got called off, so he could have been something a little extracurricular there. And if you're the Knights, I know you're hot, I know you're frustrated, I know you're sore, but you don't want to give us a personal foul after getting a tackle for loss like that. But they did, and I think is it an automatic first down? I think it is. So they're showing first and goal, ball just inside the 10. Willis awaits a snap. He's calling for it. Huff to his right. And he's going to give to Huff the third. He's powering ahead. Got about 2 yards, maybe 3. Up to the 7 or 8 yard line. Defensive front there for the Knights. Got to respect them. They're not just rolling over here. They're not just falling. They're saying, hey, you're going to have to earn it, Trojans. And Trey Huff gets us up to the 6 yard line upon the official spot. 3 receivers right. One of those Trey Broughton, the tight end. 1 receiver left. Willis is now going to speed option left. He's going to keep it. And he's going to get swallowed up around the 8-yard line. That's going to be a loss of 2.
41, Nick Henderson, I believe, is in on that tackle.
Yeah. Not sure if we were looking for. Well, look, the Knights just played that well. There was really not a lot we could do. The pitch wasn't necessarily there. Riley Willis tried to make something happen. He loses 2 on the play, and now we're coming over to the sideline. I don't know if we're we're getting ready. We're getting ready to get out of the third quarter. 5 seconds and counting. And so at the end of 3, Anderson Trojans have 45 points on the board. St. Andrews 8. We'll be back with you after word from the sponsors. All right, we're back. Anderson, South Carolina. Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field. Trojans have it 3rd down and goal at the 8-yard line. Riley Willis is at quarterback. He's 5 of 6 for 47 yards here in the second half. Trey Huff III's at running back. We got 2 receivers right, 1 left. He's got a man, corner of the end zone. He overshoots him. Number 84 had a shot. He had his man beat. That's Aiden Dixon. But Willis just overthrew him. And we're going to send in the field goal team. Again, another opportunity to work on special teams. This will be more of a chip shot, left hash. We're spotted at the 8-yard line, so hold's going to be at the 15. And Burnett is doing the honors. He's been perfect on PATs today. He's 1 for 2 on field goals. This one from 25. He waits the snap, the spot. The kick is up. The kick is good. So the Anderson Trojans in 2 drives of 3 have put 2 field goals on the board. So we go from 42 at the half to 48. We had another possession in which it ended in a turnover. And so with 11:48 to go, fourth quarter, Anderson 48, St. Andrews 8.
So at the end of 3 quarters, St. Andrews has kind of brought the balance back a little bit. Total offense 113 yards versus Anderson's 326. So they're chipping back a little bit, trying to level out at least the stats portion of this game. Yeah. Scoreboard still looks pretty rough.
It does. Addison Nichols has been kicking off all day, and he'll do it again from the left hash at the 35-yard line. Back deep, you have 2 Blue Knights standing at the 5-yard line. Hey, our defense should be proud right now. I mean, these got 2 turnovers before we got gashed up the middle.
Yeah, and you gotta
something to learn from.
You got to feel for this St. Andrews defense. They have not been done any favors with the average starting field position that Anderson's been afforded today.
Nichols' kick goes through the end zone. That's where you'd like to do it a lot this season. Don't give good returners a chance to handle the ball. So if we can do that frequently, that'll fare well for us. The Knights will come back out on at the 25-yard line. If you're listening, tuning in at 105.1 The Spirit, welcome to Anderson, South Carolina. Historic day of first college football game here at Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium at Sparrow Financial Field. And the Trojans lead 48-8 over St. Andrews Knights. They set up at the left hash 48-yard line. They're in a wing tee. That's number 17 at quarterback. He's seen a few snaps tonight. That's Canoe. Henry Canoe's going to he's going to keep it. He's going to take a shot over the middle.
Oh.
Got a man tipped and into the hands of number 18 at the 15. 10-5 touchdown. St. Andrews. Canoe hooks up to number 18, Devin Roche. 6'4 receiver. He's had a handful of catches today. None longer than that. My goodness. 75 yards. They just got another big explosive play on us, Doc Weird.
Yeah, tipped into the hands of that receiver. 2 plays have been about 85% of the offense for this team. Little unfortunate, but that does happen.
Man, oh man. The Knights are setting up for the extra point. You know, you just don't like seeing it. You get gashed on a run. You get gashed on the pass. And they're going to come out of it on the PAT. I don't know if it's a called fake. He threw it for the end zone. We got a flag down. I think they'll get another shot. It was incomplete, but we did have
we
a
also
man
see
on.
a hat. So
Couple things down. He might have saw a couple things, huh? You know, that's going to be a pass interference on the Trojans. Roche, who got that touchdown, he had 1 catch for 6 yards in the first half. That one went for 75, so he now has 2 catches for 81 yards. And now we're going to move it up 1.5 yards.
well, they're going to get another shot at this.
PAT coming. Well, they're just going to leave the offense out, and they're going to go for it straight up here. Canoe at quarterback, and a little bit of a different backfield set. 3 running backs, a tight end, 1 man right. Looks like a power set. They're trying to power ahead. Number 5. We'll see what they call.
Well, they're saying he's short.
I think we stopped him short. So a little bit of a bright spot there. I know our defensive guys in the booth next to us not happy with what we've done here a couple times on defense. Just getting gashed on the run for almost 70 yards, on the pass for 75 yards, you know, and just like that, it's 48-14. The Knights, you know, feeling a little better about themselves, but this is how players learn, Doc. This is how they grow, and there's a lot of growing pains that come with it.
Yeah, a little hard to swallow, but it's hard to get too discouraged.
Here we go, setting up the kickoff. The Knights, number 89. Number 89 is setting them up. That's Raphael Lewis will kick off. We're not back very deep. Our deepest guys are standing around the 20 and 23-yard line. And they're going to kick it to us over there. It's a fair catch called. Maz Campbell does the honors. We're going to get the ball at the 25-yard line. And we're at 11:35 to go in the fourth quarter. Trojans have 48. The Knights have 14. We're going to take over 1st and 10 from the left hash at the 25-yard line. And bringing them back out is number 8, Riley Willis. 3 receivers right. Willis waits for the snap. He's going to give. That's Trey Huff, the 3rd. Trey Huff looking for a seam. Crosses the 25. Gets about 3 on the play. Second down and 7.
Number 8 on the tackle, Laverius Heath Lewis for St. Andrews.
Second down and 6 for the Trojans. 11:08 to go in the fourth quarter. Willis awaits the snap. He's going to keep it out of there. And he swallowed up at the 29, gets to the 30, fights up to the 31, 32-yard line.
Number 56, John Brown, got some penetration and got that tackle.
Bring up 3rd down and 4 for the Trojans. Ball's at the 31-yard line on the right hash. 10:30, clock's running. 48-14 Trojans. Riley Willis sets him up. Trey Huff the third to his left. 2 receivers left, 1 right. Tight end right side, hand on the ground. Willis is going to keep it. Willis cuts it up over the 35 to the 37-yard line. That's going to move the chains. So 1st down and 10, ball's close to the right hash. It's at the 37-yard line. Looks like we got a Knight who's gimpy on the play. He's down around the 33-yard line. They're going to send in some trainers to check him out. But not a lot on offense this second half. We've gotten scoring position and gotten 2 field goals. And even tougher on defense there, giving up 2 big explosive plays, nearly a 70-yard run, a 75-yard pass. That's what has given the Knights 14 points on the day.
Number 95, O'Neal Anderson, is able to walk off the field with a little bit of help. Good to see he's not hurt too bad.
Looks like Huff had 10 carries for 25 yards in the 3rd quarter. That didn't include the 4th.
So it sounds like they just announced the attendance. I think I heard 6,300 in attendance today.
6,300. It'll be interesting if anybody can top that in Division II this year, at least over here in the SAC.
Not
so
bad.
We're set up. 1st down and 10. Willis awaits a snap. He's going to fake it to Huff, dig out right side, little bootleg action. Passes it to true freshman Trey Broughton. Woodmont High School, Piedmont, South Carolina. Number 86, Trey, gets his 2nd catch on the day.
Number 6 and number 20 on the tackle, Nigel Pierce and
second down. 4 yards to go. Riley Willis awaits a snap. He calls for it. He's going to give it up the middle. Trey Huff the third. He's getting a lot of work this second half. He's going to move the chains for us. He's up close to the midfield, about a 48-yard line. Make it the 49. 1st down and 10. Right hash. 2 receivers left. Aiden Dixon and Christian Jones are receivers left side. Riley Willis throws it over here to Aiden Jones. It's number 84. He makes a man miss and wrestled down there. Looks like the spot's going to be around the 46-yard line.
tackled by 14, Rodney Milton, outside linebacker for St. Andrews. Starting to see the defense getting tired, getting hands on hips.
I think it's been that way for a little while, but I don't know that we've taken advantage of it this second half. Second down and 5 for the Trojans. Tight end left, that's Trey Broughton. 3 receivers right side. Willis is going to dig out. He's going to give it to Trey Huff the third. Huff's over the 45. We're in their territory, about down to their 43-yard line. See Carter Adams. No, check that. It's number 80. One of our receivers out there to the right side is Thomas Combs. Thomas Combs. Carter Adams is down on the left side. 2 receivers left, 1 right, tight end, offset. There's another running back in the game. That's number 20. Clarence Bertoli. He's a redshirt freshman, 5'10", 205. Play at Lawrence Academy out of Gray Court, South Carolina. So Bertoli gets his first carry.
4th and 1. Looks like they're going to stay on the field and go for it.
4th and 1. Willis comes up under center. Takes a snap, powering forward. A flag's down.
False start.
I think he would have got it. False start against the Trojans, so that's going to put you back 5. It'll be 4th and 6. We'll see what Coach Lamb wants to do here back around midfield. Well, you need to work punt team. So it looks like offense is going to come off.
Is this the first punt of the game?
I believe it may be. 6:47 to go in the 4th quarter. And we'll send our punter out.
Tristan Lyon, number 46.
Tristan Lyon's been our holder. He's had a lot of action holding today, and now he'll do the honors at punt. He's standing at our 40 to punt this. And he gets it off. It's got some good air under it. Gets a bounce, and it's going to get inside the 10. Can we get to it? We do get to it. So that's how you want to draw it up. Number 35 is down there on punt team to down that for the Trojans, pinning the Knights way back near their goal line. That's Carter Owen, also the long snapper. He's a freshman, 6 foot 225 out of Easley High School in Easley, South Carolina. And so, you'll take that first punt practice of the day, and you get them back inside the 5. Job well done there by Lions. All right, we'll be back with you in a minute. 6:28 to go to the 4th quarter. It's Anderson 48, St. Andrews 14. And we're back with 6:28 to go in the game. First football game in the history of Anderson University. The Anderson Trojans lead the St. Andrews Knights 48-14. We just punted the ball, first punt of the game. Got them nailed back, pinned deep at their own 4-yard line. Ball's on the left hash. So the Knights will come out there. They've been in pretty rough field position all day. And so we'll see what they can do with first down and 10. I'm assuming Canoe's back. The Canoe. Up under center, we're in a wing T, and we got all kind of movement on the front line. That could go half the distance to the goal line. Still first down, 12 yards to go. They're at their own 2-yard line. Canoe's under center. It's a wing T formation. Ball's on the ground. It's still on the ground, and the Trojans got it. Defense turns them over again, and this time we're on the doorstep of the goal line, 6-yard line, with 6:23 to go.
Looks like it was recovered by number 10, Alex Ledford. He's had a good day today.
Good job, Ledford picks it up for us. And they got it marked at the 6-yard line. So our Trojans have not scored a touchdown in the second half. We got 2 field goals. And coming out, leading the offense on the field, number 16, Rob Sanders. We know that guy, don't we, Doc?
Yeah, this kid's out of Simpsonville, South Carolina.
Riverside High School. Rob sets him up. He's a redshirt freshman. Ball's at the 6. Huff, the 3rd, is behind him. Sanders takes it. Hander speed option. He gets out to Huff. Huff, nowhere to go. They had a man on quarterback. They had a man on pitch. And that's number 20 for the Knights, bringing Huff down for a loss. See some frustration there with Huff, thinking, what? Not sure that's doing what we want it to do there, Coach.
Clock's ticking under 6 minutes.
Second down and goal. We're under 6 minutes. Sanders is at quarterback. Ball's at the 8-yard line. Waiting the call. Rob Sanders had over 4,500 yards in his career, over 1,000 yards rushing, over 50 TDs he accounted for. Played at Riverside High School, led them to the first 7-0 start in school history. Sanders takes the snap. He gives to Huff. Huff, there's just nothing doing. Not a whole lot of push on that right side, and Huff's got to work for every inch, and he might have got the close to the 7-yard line. And we're at 5:20, and it's third down and goal. .20 on the play clock. Sanders waiting for the call. He's looking to the sideline. We've got 2 receivers left, 1 right. Number 82 is tight end offset. Trey Huff the third by Rob Sanders. He's your quarterback. Sanders waits a snap. He calls for it. High snap. Sanders handles it. Now he's trying to get out of there. He gets it off somehow and met with great force on the sideline. Number 24, number 6. Just not a lot there. We go to the short side of the field. There's just not a whole lot to do. Sanders tried to make something to nothing. He completes the pass. But it might have been a loss on the play, if not just the original line of scrimmage. So we'll practice field goals again. Number 38 coming out. He's hit 2 for 3. He's 2 for 2 this half. This is Burnett. 2 for 2 this half. 2 for 3 in the game. Lyons is holding, I believe. The kick will be from 25. I think that was the same as the one earlier. And it's up. And it's true. So our defense gets us a turnover. We can't do a lot with it, but we get another field goal. So that gets us past the half-century mark in this first game in Anderson football history. Trojans got 51, St. Andrews 14.
Well, it's 51-14. There have been some points left on the table for Anderson. Some of the red zone attempts have fallen short. So that's something I'm sure is going to get some attention this week in practice.
Well, you know, Doc, even that last drive, 3 plays to the short side of the field. I don't like it. You know, that's difficult where you're trying to you don't have a lot of space over there. You don't have they were gearing in on Huff. So we're behind the chains in the red zone, and then ran our third down again to the short side. Just not a whole lot of room to work, not a whole lot of options to look at. And so we got 4:09 left here in the game. Anderson to kick it off. Nichols done a pretty good job all day. He's getting this one down. Can't reach the goal line. It's going to be returnable. Return man's at the 6. He's up over the 10, 15. Trying to cut back. Flags come in late. A lot of guys getting in there in the action for the Trojans. We'll wait for the call.
Looks like 53 Addison Nichols on the tackle there.
Nichols, I mean, he's kicking it. He's kicking off for us. He's making tackles. Block below the waist. The Knights are going to, you know, they've been back at their goal line all day. Might as well do it again. No need to change now. Listen, we're in Anderson, South Carolina, Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium, Sparrow Financial Field. It's been an incredible day. We have 51 points on the board to St. Andrews 14. Still a full house here. A lot of folks spread out across the stadium, home side, visitor side, standing around the fence, enjoying each other, filling up our field houses. Just an incredible first day of Anderson football. And the Knights, with 4:02 to go in the game, are going to set up at the 8-yard line. Trojan defense digging in. Let's see if we can't give up a big gash play. Quarterback takes a snap. Almost interception. We had a linebacker, number 48. He had a shot at it, just a little too tall for him. That's number 48, Avery DeWeese. He's a linebacker, 6'1", true freshman, 210, Littleton, Colorado, Chatfield High School. He would have loved to get him that one. Just a little bit lower, he might have had it. Second down and 10 for the Knights. We're trying to get a lot of guys experience, face live bullets here. That's bit us a couple times. Got gashed on a long run here in the second half of close to 70 yards and a 75-yard touchdown pass. That's the scoring for St. Andrews. We smothered them up in the first half. Walked into the half with a 42-0 lead. Now with 3:56 to go, Knight's going to keep it on the ground. And, boy, you got number 29, number 30, number 48, number 91. Almost the whole roster of the defense here, driving him back inside the 5-yard line. Nothing doing. See if the defense can stand tall on 3rd down and 10, not give up a big play. This is your opportunity to grow, your opportunity to learn. Knights have not been great being behind the chains, but in the second half, they have 2 chunk plays. $3:12 to go. We got a timeout. Coaches can make some last second instruction and adjustments here.
Getting inside the 3-minute mark for the rest of the game. Might have one more chance on offense. Maybe run a 2-minute drill to end out the game.
51-14, 3:09 to go in the fourth quarter. Anderson University, in their first game in school history, has put on a show. A lot of players getting in the field. A lot of these guys, they've been here over a year. They're redshirt freshmen. They didn't get to compete last year. It's all work, no play. But again, we remember that theme verse for that first year. Galatians 6:9, let us not grow weary of doing good, for in due season we'll reap if we do not give up. And so these guys are getting to reap today what's been sown and planted here over the last year. A lot of hard work, and just so excited for this Anderson University football team. 51-14. It's 3rd down and 10 for the Knights. Ball's at the right hash. Defense digs in. They're under center, and they're just going to give it off tackle, really more off guard. And the whole of our defensive front is there. Part of that's number 41. That's Connor Clamp. He's an inside linebacker, redshirt freshman, 5'10", 200, River Bluff High School, Lexington, South Carolina. His D-line was in there too. Saints are going to send out the punt team. Get hats off to number 15 back there. He's had some excitement he's had to deal with as a punter. Bryce McKenzie. And as this game's gone for him, he's going to be kicking from his end zone again. 4th down and 8.
A timeout's called by St. Andrews. Didn't really see anybody back deep to return that punt. They might be going all in on a block here, possibly.
2:18 to go. 51-14. Anderson leading the way. Ball's in the center of the field, marked at the 10. St. Andrews is lined up to punt from their end zone. So we got a timeout. We did not have a returner back, so don't know if that's by design or, you'd love to practice the block, but I'm not sure Coach Lamb would do that with 2:18 here to go in the game. I could make excuses for him too, but who's going to listen to me? Trojans coming back on defense. There's 2:18 to go in this first game in Anderson history.
Well, still nobody back to receive the punt.
So we're keeping them in. We're going to play it safe here. Doesn't look like a block zone. Just looks like we're going punt safe, not putting a return man back. Don't want to turn it over. Make sure they don't got anything tricky up their sleeves. I can't imagine it from their 8-yard line. And Kinsey gets it off. That ball's going to roll back our way, hit around the 48, bounce back to the 45. It's down there. You got 2:10 left. You'll see that your offense for Anderson come on here one more time. If you've been tuning in with us on 105.1 The Spirit, we're so glad to be with you. Or if you're on Flow Sports watching our stream. Let me tell you, if you live in the area, get to Anderson, South Carolina, come take in a Trojan football game. We're home the next 2 weeks, September 14, September 21. Next week's a 6 p.m. kickoff. We had standing room only today. Rob Sanders is back out with the offense. We're at the 44-yard line of the night. Sanders awaits a snap. He calls for it. He's going to give it to Huff. And again, I think they kind of know what's coming. We've been giving it to Huff the whole second half for the most part. That's not Huff. That's Bertoli. That's his second carry of the day. So Sanders gives off to Bertoli, and that's going to be a loss. Goodness, it's almost 4 yards. Second down and 14, 2 minutes. And there's a timeout called. You know, you want to get these guys experience. You want them to face live bullets. And then at the same time, you see the scoreboard, and you're trying to reserve yourself from maybe opening up the playbook any more than giving it off to your running back. Oh, but I say let these guys play a little bit, Steve. First game in the history. Some of these guys on the field for the first time. Come on, let them sling it around. Have a little fun.
Yeah, I'd like to see a little bit of what we saw in the first half on this drive. 2 minutes left. Let's go for it.
Oh, goodness. That's why I'm in the booth, not on the field, I guess. 51-14. Out there at quarterback, that's Rob Sanders. Now, Doc Weirden, not only did I coach that kid for most of his football career, I actually raised him. That is my son, Rob Sanders, actually taking the field, number 16, for another possession at quarterback. How fun it's been to see this thing built from the ground up. Just a lot to be impressed with. And we've got 2 minutes to go. Sanders going to take snaps here in this final drive. Looks like that's Trey Huff III. Next to him, or is that Bertoli? I believe that's Huff. We got 2 receivers right, 2 left. We're at their 48 left hash. Sanders calls for it. That's number 20, Bertoli. Bertoli finds a little bit of a seam. Now he's dragging a man, carrying a man, cross the 45, back across the original line of scrimmage, the 44-yard line. Clock's running.
Number 14, Rodney Melton.
145. Well done, number 20. Clarence Bertoli. He's staying in there. We got 2 receivers left, 2 right.
Number 14 jumped on the saddle, rode for a couple yards there.
1:30 to go, first half. We're not in the first half anymore. 1:30 to go in the game. Sanders awaits a snap. He's going to give it to Sanders keeps it, and probably should have given it there. There's just he kept it. I think it was a read option, and he's hit for a tackle for loss. That puts us back at the 48. What are we looking at? Fourth down.
4th and 14.
It's 1 minute. Do we practice? Do we go punt team here? Do we leave the offense? Say let's play another play. 55 seconds. We're gonna let that clock run. There's 14 on the play clock. It's down to 10. 5 seconds. They're going to let that run out, probably call a timeout with 39, 38 seconds to go in the game. That's the second timeout called by Anderson. They won't need any more. There's 38 seconds to go. They're up 51-14. And we're sending the punt team in. It's number 46 is our punter.
Tristan Lyon had a great first punt. Let's see if he can do it again. Put him inside the 10.
Tristan held field goals and PATs for us today. He's a 6'1", 210 junior. So Tristan's a transfer out of Georgia State. Another one of those veterans you're mixing into the lineup here. Played at Gainesville High School in Georgia. But a Georgia State transfer, and he's been great on PATs. He's 3 for 4, I believe, on field goals today. And those are good things you want to see as you're getting your team established and trying to find out what you got.
We were short a man late addition from the sideline.
20 seconds on the play clock. Plenty of time to get it off. Clock stuck on 38. Lyons gets it off. See if he can put him inside the 10 again. He's got a man catching a fair catch out the 10. So, hey.
Another good punt.
Again, there's a lot of things to be excited about with your special teams when you're putting guys inside the 10. Only 2 punts today, last 2 drives, and we got them inside the 10 both times. Not the last 2 drives, 2 of the last 3 drives. So with 31 seconds to go in the game, Anderson has 51, St. Andrews 14. We have rotated a lot of guys in this second half. A lot of players seeing some live action for the first time in their collegiate careers. Remember, there's over 80 freshmen or true freshmen on this team with another 24 transfers sprinkled in. But a lot of them have seen the field this second half, and we put 9 points on the board. St. Andrews actually outscored us in the second half, busting a long run and a long pass play, get their 14 points on the board. But this is going to do it. 30 seconds, they're in the wing tee. There's guys moving. They're not calling it. We're going to run it straight ahead. Our guys are going to stop them around the 12, and we're at 23. I doubt St. Andrews. You got guys out there for the first time. You see quarterback number 12 checked in the game. You say, hey, let's go. Bladen Blake, he's a sophomore out of Northeast Maryland. He's saying, let's get another playoff. 11 seconds. Come on, coach. Let's play football. And he's under center. And he's going to give off misdirection. That's number 42 with a carry. Mason Davis, nowhere to go, and that's going to do it. Ladies and gentlemen, the first football game in Anderson University history from Sparrow Financial Field, Melvin and Dolly Yount Stadium. It is a 51-14 Trojan victory. We are 1-0, and we are still undefeated since 1911. Doc Weirden, what's your thoughts?
Man, what an exciting day. So much to take in here. So much to think about when we go back and look at the film. So many things done well, and then a lot of things to improve on for next week. But a great start, that's for sure.
I think if you coach Bobby Lamb and your coaching staff, Seth Strickland, Brent Hickman, my goodness, your starters shined in the first half. There was very little